sessions start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
Welcome to Detroit, Michigan for another round here of our Prosper Engineering Racing Series. I believe it's actually round 10, if I'm not mistaken, here tonight. And I am Dean Hopton-Biggles, getting into the booth here. We got the drivers already completed their qualifying session here this evening. I'll be doing your production. Hopefully Wesley will be here with us at some point very, very soon in a memorial race, per se, in honor of Mr. Carl Busch. First of all, let's go over to tonight and let's find out how our grid is going to be panning out here this evening. On the pole, the man that's running second in the championship at the moment was Mr. Shane Scott there, alongside him with Tyler Justice. Next up behind them will be Devin Painter and Mr. Cole Larson, P3 and P4. On row 3 behind them will be Adam Newton and Joshua Suss. Welcome back, Joshua. Tyler Brokelaw and Corey Miller will be in 7th and 8th position here on row 4. Moving over to row 5, we're going to have Adam Newbert and Joey Helton. Luke Smith and Dalton Shearer will be on row 6. Row 7, Dustin Gordon and JD Larson. Down to P14, 15th and 16th will be an honour there of Rowdy. Be Brian Chu, piloted by Brian Chu here this evening, and that throwback car there with delivery. The M&M's MDW will be starting down P16. Watch him to slice his way up through the field there, and Isaac Bevan in P17. As we're going to get ready, there is Rowdy going to be making his way to the front of the field, I believe. We'll have some special memories here tonight for Kyle Busch. Welcome, everybody, into the room. I try to do my best until Wesley gets here. If not, we may get joined by Joshua Suss.
Green flag, green flag.
Let's go racing. Shin's got to the lead there. Tyler Justice, Devin Painter. So far, so good. Most drivers have gone through the positions. Isaac Bevan's up, battling it out there. For MDW's up 4 positions. Both of those drivers battling at P12 and P13. Great launch there from Shane Scott. Already getting nice little intermission gap there between the rest of the field. So making their way around the streets here of Detroit. I think somebody's gone off into the track a little bit, which is mistaken. It's Tyler Brokelaw. Brokelaw, he's just gone off somewhere. MDW's had a bit of a moment as well, too, but looks to be okay. Is in the back there of Adam Newbert. Sends it up the inside and should make that one stick as Adam Newbert hits the fence a little bit wide. BMW got a spinner in the background, and that is JD Larson. Manages to recover. Down sharing him a nice battle there between Adam Newbert and Joey Helton. Luke Smith, and MDW gets his way up, actually past Luke Smith on the back now of Joshua Suss. Isaac Bevan's also up 10 places in this race so far. Oh, talking about being squeezed. Oh, that's a bad exit there for Corey Miller. BMW will get his way back onto the track there, but we'll drop a position there. Luke Smith should be able to get the Porsche up the inside as Corey Miller gets up to full speed again. No, he won't. So he's managed to drop a couple of places there for Corey Miller in the BMW. Early mistakes for some of the drivers here this evening here in Detroit. 2-hour endurance race we have here for the Prosper Endurance Racing Series. MBW fastest man on the track now up into P7, and we're already in lap 3. Shane Scott with the lead. Just 1 second and change there over Tyler Justice. Here comes MDW again, up with Isaac Bevan. Two of the biggest gainers in this race so far. Isaac Bevan's up 11 places up the road there. That's the number 7 BMW, and he's got MDW on his tailpipe about a second a lap quicker. MDW, he gets the move on the outside there. I don't think Isaac Bevan wanted to fight that one too much. Now they're even Stevens on the biggest gainers between the two drivers. Shane Scott sets the fastest lap as he gets himself down into that 30 club. MBW just replaces it for 29.5. Now he's got a bit of clear air. That'll be interesting. Well, we're looking at the battle at the moment between P8 and P9 there. Joshua Suss up the road there, and Corey Miller we're riding on board with. MDW's got a bit of traffic at the moment there. He's making his way up into P6 currently at the moment. He's on the back there of the Bulldog, Adam Newton, who's just behind Cole Larson in the number 4 place there. Adam Newton with the throwback Kyle Busch livery as well. Little off track there for MDW, just abandoned that lap to be registered. At the back, we've got a nice little battle there between Devon Painter and Tyler Justice for P2. As we get approached to the 7-minute mark, we'll pay the 8-minute mark, we'll pay a minute's respect to the late great Kyle Busch.
Hey, buddy.
Welcome, Wesley. We're just in a minute's silence there for Forever Rowdy on our 8-minute marker here.
Okay, we'll be ready to come back.
Welcome, Wesley.
What's up, buddy? Good
Welcome
afternoon.
to
Good evening.
Detroit, my friend.
I thought we were going to Sonoma. What changed? Detroit instead?
Yes, sir.
Wow. And by the way, IndyCar is at Detroit this
Well, this is our schedule here.
Wait a
round
minute.
10.
We were at Sonoma.
We were at
we were at
Sonoma.
Sonoma May the 12th. Was I not available May the 12th, maybe? No. We did do Sonoma. My
We did,
bad.
yes.
That was the night that we did. Yeah. So we're at Detroit. Man, I get so damn busy, I forget where I'm going to be at, even virtually. Sorry about that. We do. We pause, we reflect, we remember. Kyle Busch on lap number, the 8-minute mark of the race. And I'm sure we'll probably do it again on lap number 51 or the 51st minute.
That's right.
Oh, boy.
MBW making his way up to the field there, Wesley, as to be expected.
And by the way, this is the Eve Endurance race until the 6 hours of Daytona, which will be this upcoming Sunday night, Sunday afternoon. Make sure you plan to join us on the NASRA 360 Racing Network. We're going endurance racing at Daytona. Myself, Dean Hopton, Emmett Crow will be here. I'll try to be with you till about 4:30. And then I'll have to leave to cover a baseball broadcast on Sunday evening. But I'm pretty sure by the time we get to the race starts at 1. So, we'll probably be 5 hours into it, literally. So you'll literally have 1 hour left to go. And it's going to be a fun one coming up. Daytona, I think, is going to be a whole different than the race we did with the 6 hours of Le Mans, Dean.
That's right. Just having a look at Shane Scott, who was leading this race at the moment, has made a mistake here, and he's dropped back at the moment. Dropped back a couple of places. It didn't look like he hit the ball hard or anything like that, but going back to live pictures, MDW is now on the tailpipe of Shane Scott, so this is very, very interesting. Shane Scott lost the 2 places to Tyler Justice and Devon Painter, so now he's under a man of bit of pressure by the man that's beaten him in the championship.
I see that the GTP spot is reserved for Rowdy Kyle Busch. That was just for missing man formation, I guess. And obviously.
Yes. I believe it could be our safety car even this evening. I'm not sure, but that's being piloted
16.
by Brian Chu, I believe was informed. This is important for Shane Scott to try to hold off MDW as much as possible. He needs to keep him behind him. Easier said than done, but that slight mistake that Shane Scott made now removed that buffer that he had. It's got Devon Painter up the road. This is a great squabble we're having for essentially P1, Wesley.
Shane Scott right there.
And Tyler Justice in the lead. I think they're coming up some lap traffic. They are at the moment as well already. So they're moving the flashing the lights there, and I think that's Adam New, but they're saying please move out of the way kindly because we're in a tight fight between the top 4 here. Speaking of standings too, Wesley, there's our current standings at the moment. You can see Shane Scott falling behind a little bit in the points there with MDW. He's won every race so far this season. 9 races we've done. We're in the 10th race. Shane Scott.
But how consistent, though, Dean, that it's been Shane Scott holding on to at least a podium every race and
That's right.
At least having a good points race, right? I mean, if something happens to MDW, this can open the door for Shane Scott. I mean, literally.
He's also got Devin Painter and Luke Smith breathing down his neck, and in this race as well too. He's got Devin Painter beating him currently at the moment. Still early days, of course. Luke Smith's back there in P10. Tyler Justice down there in P6 leading this race. So it is a very tight field when it comes really essentially from Devin Painter down to Tyler Justice. So that from P3 to P6 is up for grabs. That could switcheroo in this race here tonight. Essentially there, Wesley. That's how important it is for those drivers to be fighting it out for third in the championship. And if Shane Scott doesn't obviously get a good result here this evening, that'll definitely put him in the clutches of potentially losing that P2. I got a feeling Shane Scott put the car on pole, so he's certainly got some speed around here in Detroit here this evening. Only problem is he's now hindered a little bit by Devin Painter, who's hindered by Tyler Justice. And of course, the one thing Shane Scott doesn't want to have is his mirrors full of that 21 BMW piloted by MDW. Oh, battle for the lead, Wesley. See, Devin Painter's really putting pressure on. Whoa.
And by the way, MDW.
Whoa, we got contact.
Up 11 spots. And whoa, look at this contact. Wow, that's some great action right there in the middle of that corner.
MD's around.
There you go. And he's damaged the rear of the car.
Shane Scott's into the lead of this race now. Tyler Justice and Devin Painter got into each other, battling for the lead. Wonder how much damage that they got. Thinking the accident came around, MDW saw them. Let's see if we can have a replay here. This is the incident.
Every dog has his day. I always believe that, Dean. Every dog has his day. And look at this. There's problems there. Look at this one more time from another angle. Wow.
You watch the battle into P1 between Devin Painter and Isaac Bevan. So it's just contact. It's actually hits the fence a little bit. You see Shane Scott squeezes through, but then they bounce off each other. MDW is trying to go around the outside, gets clipped here and turned. Rear wing's damaged. And that'll drop him back at the moment. And MDW is coming to pit lane as we speak. So he's had to take that earlier pit stop. So I believe it's Tyler Justice. Tyler Justice has come out of pit road. MDW's come down to pit lane now. So that's
Prosper Engineering NASRA Endurance Series. We're 16 minutes into a 2-hour time limit. For those that are now joining us on the radio, it's the NASRA Prosper Engineering Endurance Series, and it is that towing company. 2 hours of Detroit. I'm Wesley Outland, Biggles, Dean Hopton alongside Joshua Suss, obviously our man that operates everything. And
Devin Painter's missed the braking point.
Look at this. Wow, he just overshot the Armco barrier. Look at that. Wow.
Yeah, that's what the little area is there for us. And he did to chuck it in first and then reverse constantly for a couple of point turns there, but that puts Devin Painter down into P5 currently at the moment. So it's all happening here on lap 11 and lap 12, my friend Wesley. Dalton Sheeran makes his way past Dustin Gordon.
Look at that. Wow. Watch this now, Dalton Shear.
And we got Adam Newton.
Adam Newton. Yes, sir. Yeah.
He's the old guns versus the young guns, per se. I'm just mentioning about Adam Newton's throwback livery, of course, to Kyle Busch. If I believe it is correct, right? The M&Ms?
It was, yes. M&M throwback colors. Yes, sir. There they are. Adam Newton. By the way, remember last night, Adam Newton dominated the truck race for NASRA at Bristol. And Adam Newton said Kyle Busch was his favorite driver, and he wanted to show sheer domination like he did back in the day. And that's exactly what Adam Newton did last night. 7 different winners, by the way, in 7 races in Season 7 of the NASRA DSR Electric Truck Series.
Out in the chat there, Colton Jill Gordon said he's sorry he missed tonight. Would have been fighting for P15th. Just went to register for daylight savings. Must have gotten me. Have a good race tonight at Jake Austin Part Week. Mentioning it there. Just went to register for daylight savings. Daylight savings changed or something where you were there, Jake Austin? I get confused.
I mean, it's 9:27 where I'm at. What is it where you're at? I mean, is your clock the same?
Mine hasn't changed, but I mean, you're talking to Jake Austin, right?
Yeah, I was about to say, just went to register for the race. Daylight savings time must have got me. Haha, have a good race, guys. Is that for the 6 hours of Daytona Bravo unit? Is that what you're referring to? Oh, this is Jake Austin Barwick.
Yes.
Okay, Jake. I wonder if he's in a different time zone in the United States now, maybe.
I know. I mean, yeah, I'm not sure about it.
I wonder if Jake's in a different time zone, maybe. What do you think? Yeah.
MDW gets past Joshua Suss as he makes his way back up to the field after having that incident earlier before on lap 10. It's a thing about MDW.
I think Jake is from Australia. Okay, Colton Gordon says Jake's from. Well, if Jake's from Australia, Dean's from Australia.
Yeah. We did have a.
I mean, what is it? It's 11:30 in the morning over there, ain't it? Brisbane, yes, Sydney time.
On the east coast of Australia. Yep.
Yeah. Gemini, he says it's 11. Gemini says he's from Australia. Also, Colton Gordon does too. So, is there different time zones in Australia, or is it just 11:30 right now?
We have different time zones, but that time zone, daylight savings changed from my state to the other states.
Yeah, months ago, didn't it?
Well, not months ago, but yeah, I get confused all these time zones. They do have other states too. You have South Australia on a time, and Northern Territory on a time zone, and Western Australia on a different time zone as well.
Gotcha. It's a worldly broadcast on the NASRA 360 Racing Network.
We're a pretty big country, so we have to divide it up into 3 time zones as well, remember? As you guys do too. You have 4 time zones. Well, 5 if you include Hawaii.
He calls them Tassie problems. What do you think of that? Tassie problems.
Tasmania, yeah.
The Tassie problems. All right, ladies and gentlemen, right now it is Shane Scott taking advantage of the mishap from Matthew David Wood, who has fell all the way back to 10th. 12 seconds back. Boy, Detroit might be the Achilles heel for MDW tonight, Dean. Wow.
I think we've been saying that all season, at least for some of the tracks, haven't we? We've seen some late mistakes creep in the last couple of races where we thought, oh, this could be the one that MDW finally loses, isn't it? Considering he's won the first 9 races, but never count the man out. We've got a lot of time left. Still got an hour and 40 minutes. We'll be coming around to that first round of pit stops that we expect there too, Wesley. Like generally in the 30-minute mark of our 2-hour endurance race, we start seeing those pit stops. But now that's all flipped around too, because Tyler Justice went in on lap 10, say with MDW, to fix the cars, use those fast repairs that are available for them, if they did. Now they're going to eke out, no doubt they would have put as much fuel as they could put in the tank there. So this is going to flip up the strategy between those drivers. We're going to expect to see these top 8 at some point in the next 10, 15 minutes come into pit road. Can we get a Shane Scott interview tonight? Colton says.
We give him an interview every week.
Yeah.
We give him an interview every week. Just being honest. I mean, we do, right? I mean,
he's leading at the race.
it's not in victory
Whoa!
lane.
Spin on the exit there for Luke Smith.
Oh, look at this, Luke Smith, Kermit the Frog, the shark. He's going around.
Look at those teeth. You went then to get into your back bumper. This little gaggle of cars. That's a back marker up the road there. So we're on board with Adam Newton. He's been fighting Cole Larson for a good chunk of most of this race. They got, I think that is Adam Newbert that they're scooting on by, if I'm not mistaken there, Wesley. So
I'm literally Tasmanian, but yeah, it's 11:30 for me also. I might have just woke up late got all my times confused. There you go. All right. So that's on our buddy there. I mean, you're welcome to join. You're just going to be multiple laps behind, I mean, 16 laps down.
I'm not sure if you can just join the race session, Wesley.
Oh, he can't
anytime.
pop. Oh, okay.
I'm not sure if iRacing allow that. Just
don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Just tell Wesley to shut up. I don't know nothing about the.
I know 100% sure, but if you don't register on the session and it closes, I don't think you could join. Welcome to come in and join us.
You're out of the server
for a chat if you want.
Yeah, come and join us, man.
You want to jump in there?
Is that our guy, Sullivan? We love talking to him all the time. Yeah, come on up here, Jake Austin. No, Jake Austin. Jake Austin Barwick. Pop in, man. Come on.
Justin Gordon
Let's
comes
chat.
in for a pit
Let's
stop.
be friends.
I think this could be one of the first rounds of pit stops here. We're not sure of the fuel tank, but that's
Let's
the
have a beer
Ferrari.
and chat iRacing.
So the Ferrari just announced that they released an electric car now. If you want an electric car Ferrari.
Oh, my God. Come on, man. The damn, are you serious?
$600,000 for Wesley, I think, for an electric Ferrari.
Jeez.
Hey, it's not too bad, Wesley, considering the prices of gasoline these days, mate. I mean, in Australia, mate, since the prices of gasoline went up, electric cars sales have gone through the roof. In fact, it's really they sold a lot of electric cars out. It's hard to get.
So what I can tell you is that we're slowly and surely are getting closer to letting the power. What if the power goes out, right? You got electricity cars, you can't charge them up.
We got solar. We got lots of solar in Australia and lots of batteries and stuff like that for that, so it's not too bad. Power doesn't go out with this unless the sun goes out, Wesley. If the sun goes out, then we're all in trouble. Shane Scott,
I haven't seen the sunshine here in North Carolina since Thursday.
True, and even in Australia, we've had a lot of rain as well.
It stormed all day. It stormed all day today, brother. I'm telling you, I saw maybe a little spit of sunshine this morning when I went to go pick up the trash cans at the end of the road for my apartment. And since then, it was storming. It was lightning. Me and my dog, Chance Wayne, took a little cat nap this afternoon. 1 o'clock, a thunder boomer come out of nowhere. I was like, I ain't doing nothing. I'm just going to relax. And then the next thing, I have my alarms going off, and I've got meetings and everything else. So, hey, by the way, don't forget, Community Radio Network has coverage of the Old North State League. If you're listening right now to the 2 hours of Detroit, presented by That's Towing Company, we have coverage of the Clayton Clovers in the Commonwealth of Virginia. Of course, that is minor league baseball with the Old North State League. Tomorrow night, we are taking on the Danville Dairy Daddies. Join Brian Souls, Ben Orman, and myself. 6:30 pregame show presented by Allstate and That Towing. and Truex Pest Control. First pitch at 7 o'clock, and that'll be in Virginia tomorrow night. Daniel Memorial Park. And for all of my NASRA friends, because of me calling a real broadcast, I won't be able to join you tomorrow. I believe Michael McKinnon and Cody are going to be working the ARCA race. Dean's producing, right. I think that's what we're doing.
We're gonna have.
I think that's what he said they're doing.
Oh, interesting.
I think Cody Nutt's going to do it. Yeah, he'll pop in and say hello. I think he's also running race control. Wears many hats. Yeah. I apologize. I'd love to be here, but I mean, obviously, I'm going to be wide open. So
next time we're going to go for the team.
At least I do give a heads up.
We're going to go for your
local
team to not get in. Whoa, there's a bit of a spin in front of these two at the moment. We want to make sure. We want to make sure that your baseball team doesn't get into the playoffs, and from now on, right? So you get more free time to spend on.
Yeah, I mean, I guess
virtual broadcasting there, Wes.
No postseason for you, buddy. No postseason for you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell Lewis and then blame it on the
I'm
Aussie.
going to send the best Australian baseball players over to play for the opposite team, and then we'll make sure that your team does not get in. We don't want that, Wesley.
The Danville Dairy Daddies, Clayton Clovers, or flip-flop that. Clayton Clovers at Danville Dairy Daddies tomorrow night for the Piedmont Divisional. Coming off of a 6-2 win Sunday night over the Chatham County Yardbirds. But I tell you what, these baseball, they got some damn weird names, man. I'm telling you. We played the Chatham County Yardbirds. They got their feathers plucked on Sunday, and now we're playing the Danville Dairy Daddies, and they look like fat cows.
Dairy Daddies.
Yeah. You can't make this up.
I guess they have a lot of cattle. They have dairy farms there. At least does it make sense for the area?
I guess. I know Nigel Siddell, our Australian NASCAR guy, get a kick out of it right now. I'm telling you. He would love it.
Runs a dairy farm down there in South Australia. Yep, that's right.
Yes, sir. Woo! All right. Back to the race, ladies and gentlemen, and it is Shane Scott
Great Scott's
in the lead. I want to bring him in. I want to talk to him, but I don't want to bother him. I don't want to jinx
not
him.
right now. No, definitely not. Not he's holding up.
Gotta get through hour number one, buddy. Gotta get through hour number one.
He's also going to be thinking about fuel. Loving this battle so far, Wesley. Since you got here, mate, this has been nothing but action-packed race.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
And 17 drivers here. Well, Rowdy, of course, that's in pit lane. But 16 drivers out there. Looks like we might have had Adam Newman might have retired, actually. Don't see him racing at the moment. We started with 17.
Call somebody. I'm happy for Shane, man.
Whoa,
this might
Shane
be
gets
exactly
deep
what
again in
Shane
that
needed.
corner.
Oh, no.
He's made that mistake earlier on. That's where he dropped about two or three places and had to fight his way back. So once again, he's just having a struggle on that particular corner. I don't know the corner name, unfortunately, there, Wesley, but
it's that part of the course right there. Yeah.
That's another time around. But now he's going to sit there and, well, the chaser becomes the chase. The predator becomes the prey. Isn't that what it is now? And Shane Scott gets to put his get his teeth out there and see if he can get into the back there of Isaac Bevan. Put the pressure on Isaac Bevan to make a mistake.
Gonna stick the claws in him,
Yep.
Stick the claws in
early
you.
days. Luke Smith comes down to pit lane for his scheduled pit stops. Tola Justice is the man that's leading in pit stops, although after Pitt's first round of pit stops, he's got MDW right behind him, putting massive amounts of pressure on. They pitted on lap 10. Remember that incident? And they got traffic big time up the road here, Wes.
Inside, MDW trying to pick up where he kind of left off earlier. Had some problems on the
He went a
racetrack.
little wide. That's going to allow Tyler Justice to fight this one back through there, but he can't. So Shane Scott and Bevan, we're going to go back to the battle between P1 and P2 at the moment because they're going to get past some of this traffic coming up as well, which makes it interesting. Up the inside, there goes Shane Scott. Isaac Bevan on his left-hand side here at the moment. Hasn't given up the position just yet there, Wes. Great battling.
By the way, don't forget the IndyCar series will be here at the downtown Detroit Street Circuit. That's what they call it. 2.647 kilometer temporary street course. Features exactly 9 turns looping around the iconic city landmarks such as GM Renaissance Center, Huntington Place, and Jefferson Avenue.
Do you know I've got a book here, Wesley, from Formula One in 1985, and it's got Detroit on it. They used to race here for about...
They raced it,
I think 8 years in Detroit, but different Detroit layout than this one. I had to look it up, actually, because I'm like, is this the same Detroit as the Formula One circuit used to be? But it's still downtown, but this is a slightly different version of the downtown circuit. Look at this at the moment, too. Whoa. Isaac Bevan's been hindered a little bit by a back marker. Shane Scott's going to try to seize in this opportunity that's happening. I think that's Corey Miller. They're trying to get around the 73, which they finally did.
Yeah, by the way, I just want to say something. Formula One, phenomenal job at Circuit Villeneuve this past weekend.
Oh, yeah.
This past Sunday.
GP,
I really was.
Great race. Yeah. Bit of wet weather, spiced it in there. My McLaren, Oscar Piastri. Unfortunately, the team elected to start them on intermediate tyres and was not a good call. The track was too dry and they had to go down the pit lane and change over those boots pretty quickly and drop them a lot of position, so they fight their way back up to the field. But wasn't it a fun battle between the Mercedes? And to see two of the GOATs on the podium as well, too, of Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen. By the way, too, Wesley, I looked up your Stanley Cup. I saw that your team managed to get your win.
Oh, yes, they did. Yes, sir. What a great game last night by the Hurricanes. Yes, sir. You know, I called the DSR electric truck race with you, and then I had the other one that I had to do, and I literally I'm calling the race, but then all of a sudden I just go, let's go! Oh! And they scored the overtime goal. So, Shane Scott in trouble. Look out!
Did you see his face reaction as well, too, as he did the brakes there last minute, just to avoid slamming into Isaac Bevan, of course. Thankfully.
Jet hurt too much. What do you think?
Give me some gum. Oh, the candy.
Some of that double bubble. Yeah.
Double bubble. So, I don't think he got too much damage on that one. So, very good there for Shane Scott. We'll see another day. Still expecting pit stops from these drivers. 33 minutes so far into this. The top 5 yet to pit. Joey Helton and P7 hasn't pitted. Dalton Shearer and Joshua Suss have not pitted. Good to see Joshua Suss is okay, too. By the way,
speaking of the historical Formula One course, we'll take a trip down memory lane about that, and we'll talk about this course as well, the IndyCar layout. We're going to step away. First commercial of the race, heading towards the completion of 35 minutes. Back in a moment. Stay with us. 2 hours of Detroit, presented by That Towing Company. We'll be back as Isaac Bevan, now the new leader, just got around. Shane Scott.
Iracing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
We're making great time here at the Detroit Street Circuit, and pit stops are now ongoing. Shane Scott on to hit the pit lane. Larson, Newton, and others. Painter all pitting here. At least the top 5. Dean Hopton coming down pit road for service. First time of the race as well.
Wonder if this is going to put MDW into the lead now. He will. The MDW will zoom on past everybody. Maybe he took that pit stop on lap 10. Maybe Tyler Justice, if he's got enough. Where is Tyler? Actually, Tyler Justice has had an accident in between there, so I don't think Tyler Justice is going to be able to clear these drivers as they come out of pit lane. No, he won't. So Shane Scott comes out. Isaac Bevan's ahead of Shane Scott from that battle they were having before, and MDW's in the lead, but MDW is on a different pit stop strategy now. So wonder why Tyler Justice was so far back. He had a moment earlier on lap 20, I think. And we'll go back and have a look at that in a minute. Just as these drivers are now panning out. Got cold tyres coming out of pit lane, so not Tyler Justice that is, but some of the other drivers. Devin Pater, Adam Newton. This is what happened to Tyler Justice on lap 20. I was wondering why. He was right next to MDW. There it is. So he's had a spin on the exit. Aha, that would explain it, because he was close to MD.
Yeah, that definitely would explain what just happened right there. Wow. And how about MDW? This guy could step in a landmine, blow off all 4 tires, and somehow still find a way, Dean, to find daylight and find the lead again. I'm telling you. You're on board with Dalton Shear, by the way, down below in your bottom right. Ah!
Looks like he's man cave at the moment, too, in the background. There's Dalton. Got the sofa there. Probably got the big screen TV. He's got the, looks like a bar all set up, and that's where he's got his racing rig as well, too. That'd be your man cave for Dalton.
As I do not want to be disturbed, please. Yeah.
Nice little close battle there between Dustin Gordon and JD Larson. That's down there for 13th and 14th. These drivers have gained one position and lost one position between them. Here's your Ferrari.
How many Ferraris?
The Ferraris.
You're a race car. Oh, we're a race car. I've been following the rocket circuit my whole life. My whole life, you're European circuit.
Joshua Suss
Luigi
comes
only
in.
follow the Ferraris. No. That's the European circuit. I'm in the Piston Cup. Luigi only follow the Ferraris. And he locks his doors. You remember that shit? He locks the doors on cars, man,
Yeah.
flashing lights and stuff. Hey, I know how to get to the highway. You do? Actually, I don't.
Wow.
I'm just a real race car, and I've been kidnapped under my own power. Do you understand? I need to get back to the Piston Cup. Click, click. I'm in hillbilly hell. Help me.
Wow, obviously Wesley's not seen that movie once or twice. I mean, how do you know?
Oh, dude, come on. It's awesome, man. This is
I haven't
awesome
seen it
movie.
that many times to be able to remember half the lines in the movie.
Yeah.
Wow.
He did what? His cup. He did. Oh, wow. Oh, I love that movie. Cars is awesome, man. I thought the first Cars movie was pretty good. The third Cars movie, second one, it was the European, then they travel the world against that that competition guy, and he's kind of like made Tow Mater the star in the second movie, right? He's like like a what do you call it? A private investigator agent or something, an agent. And then the third one I really liked because it just shows you kind of like the Cars tour or the Cars movie showed a glimpse of where the racing world is today. I'm being honest with you. We're seeing the out with the old and in with the new. And that's what the Cars movie and Cars 3 showed.
Yeah.
So
there's a new Toy Story, the final Toy Story,
Story
I think,
5
coming out.
I love Toy.
Yeah.
You are Toy! You're not the Buzz Lightyear!
That one is in the movie
You are
theaters, though.
sad,
Coming in the movie
strange little
theaters soon.
man.
Wesley, you'll be able to get out and watch that one in the movie
Yes, sir.
theaters.
Man, I'm telling you, I'm going to watch it, man. The only one I really didn't care for was probably Toy Story 4. I just didn't get into it. I just didn't. But the first three, I loved them.
Is
first
it
three, I
confirmed to
loved
be
them.
the last?
Yeah.
I mean, we say it's the last, but as long as Tom Hanks and what's his name are still kicking.
I mean, let's clarify. It ain't got nothing to do with Tom Hanks or Tim Allen. As long as Disney Pixar wants to make a bunch of money off of this thing, then they're going to do it,
But without those voices, I mean, the two.
Oh, we have AI now. You just do damn AI voices,
I wonder if they'll sign it over, but because you have to sign your voice over. I think if Tom Hanks and Alan would
I want you to have my voice.
Would sign it, to sign a waiver to say you can use my voice after I'm long gone. That's the thing that actors are doing now, isn't it?
Yeah. That's just like, remember Morgan Freeman?
Yeah.
Did you know that Morgan Freeman got paid $3 million a year to be the voiceover for the CBS night? You remember back in the day, this is the CBS Evening News.
No, I don't actually, because that's a US thing.
They paid Morgan Freeman $3 million a year to do the voiceover for that.
There you go, Wesley. You're in the wrong business then. You want to get?
Yeah. I've done okay in my day. I'm not per se a billionaire, but I mean, I do all right. I don't know, man. I just feel like I don't want to base my life off a price tag thing, right?
Yeah.
But money comes and goes. Yeah. I mean, I've done events where I've done things for cheap, and I've done events where I've made really, really good money.
Yeah.
And I just can tell you this: I'm blessed by God. Thank you to the Lord above, to allow me to do what I do for a living for 30 plus years. I don't really per se think it's because it's about money. I mean, am I okay in life? Yes. My daddy used to always tell me about always be prepared for the storms to happen because, there's going to be storms in life. Things can happen.
That's what I say, rainy day.
And I feel like I'm prepared for that. Be prepared for a rainy day. You're exactly right. But, like, to be a millionaire, I don't know, man. I think money changes people. I think it's, and I'm blessed to make money doing what I do, but I love what I do. I mean, and I'm not going to lie to you, the first announcer gig I ever did was for $20 at Southern National as a pit reporter. And I'm 13, 14 years old, Ding.
Yeah, that's
And
good.
I didn't do it for the money. My daddy was peed off at me because I blew off working at the Winn-Dixie warehouse where I could have made $100 in a weekend working overtime, and instead I wanted to go announce at a racetrack. And even though my daddy loved racing, my daddy was trying to, he was trying to instill in me the philosophy of the value of $1.
Yeah.
That's your idea of the value of $1, Daddy, not mine.
Yep.
How do you like me now? That's all I got to say. And he's very proud of me. My dad's very proud of me. All right. Back to the race up front. MDW. Your daddy's proud of you, isn't he, Ding?
Yes, sir.
Mom and Daddy proud of you?
Oh, we
They're
missed the
very proud.
18-minute marker, too. I apologize about that for our Forever Rowdy honor. We will remind me in the 51.
51. No, I thought it was
mark.
lap 8. I thought it was 8-minute mark in the 51-minute mark. That's what we had talked about. 8-minute mark in the
It was
51-minute mark.
8, 18, and 51. So apologies about that. We'll get the 51. We'll get the
Sorry,
51.
everybody.
That's on Wesley. I'm blaming Wesley.
Blame it on me, brother. I'm sorry. I was watching something on social
don't blame it on the
media.
moonshine. Blame it on the Wesley.
Well, I was watching something on social media this morning, as a matter of fact, Dean, and it just blows me away, man. The overpouring support and love and appreciation and tributes for Kyle Busch that I've seen. It's just amazing. It really is. It really is. It's amazing in so many different genres of sport. Leagues, not just racing, but leagues. Man, I seen a tribute for baseball. I saw some for football with that UFL, United Football League. I saw some stuff with obviously the NASCAR, the racing, the IndyCar, NHRA, baseball. I mean, they did a tribute for Kyle Busch before the Eastern Conference Finals at Charlotte, at Carolina, or Clayton. I'm sorry, damn it, at Raleigh at the Carolina Hurricanes hockey game is what I was trying to say. They did a tribute for him there on the video board.
Well, I mean, he's one of the goats of the sport, and he was a young man. So, I mean,
and Dale Earnhardt Sr. Yeah. Dale Earnhardt Sr., though he did get national attention, it is not the national attention that Kyle Busch got. I got into an argument with somebody on a podcast this morning over it, or yesterday, as a matter of fact, because I was trying to tell them, I was like, no, you're full of it. I'm not saying that Dale Earnhardt was not the greatest driver of what he done in NASCAR, but back then, we didn't have social media. We didn't have the presence of that like we have today. And in my opinion, and I want to make anybody mad out there because I love Dale Sr. as well, but there was more of a social and a national respect outpouring, if you will, for Kyle Busch. I'm going to say it, Ding. I'm going to say it.
Yeah, I think you're right. Absolutely.
By the way, Matthew David Wood continued to lead the way. Had problems earlier in the race. Crashed. Lost the front, or lost the back wing, not the front wing. Cars don't have front wings. There it is. He's got it all back, though. Look at it.
A lot of them hitting the fence. He's behind that very close battle that we're watching there between Luke Smith and Corey Miller. So he's going to be approaching that pretty quickly, which is going to be very, very careful. Joshua Suss has had a moment, and we'll go back and have a look at that in a minute. But
did we ever get, what happened to, what's his face? Where's he at? Jake Austin Barwick. I'd rather pay Colton Gordon. I definitely won't let you join.
Hey, $8 a gallon to drive an electric vehicle. I know it's not the same.
I mean, I'm just being honest. Like, driving an electric vehicle is not the same as a regular vehicle. Just
have you driven?
Can't feel the power between your legs.
Are you kidding me? Some of the electric cars now. The Formula E electric cars are almost quicker than the Formula One cars now, and that's that powered completely electric. So, and then Formula One cars are now 50% electric and 50% normally aspirated. So. Eventually, look at that. Oh, that's Luke Smith off in the background as well, as he has a little spin as MDW is trying to get his way past, which he does eventually. Of
what a save there. Oh, what a move. all this going on. Wow.
Well, MGW's got to make some time back as well, too, because he's knowing that the pit stops are... he's out of schedule with that pit stop himself there and Tyler Justice. They pitted on lap 10, so... Now you got a bit of time to make up. A pit stop in here costs you about 50 seconds overall in the pit lane. So he needs a 50-second gap over Isaac Bevan if he wants to come out back again in P1. And at the moment, as you can see in the interval, it's 23 seconds. So I mean, if anybody can do it, MVW can do it. Bring back the V10s, yeah, Formula One. I love that V10s. Had V12s at some point as well.
V10s, yeah.
Problem is, companies, car manufacturers these days don't want to do that anymore because they're like, we're not selling V10 cars. It's up to it's all the car manufacturers. It's not really the motorsport organisation changing it too much. It's because the manufacturers are saying we want this, so they go, well, we have to make it that way. All right. 48 minutes, getting close to 51 minutes. We'll pay our respect, of course, to Forever Audi.
The 51st minute. That's coming up here in about, a minute and 20 seconds, it looks like. So.
Yeah, I see we can pull in Joshua Suss for a quick chat as well, too, the boss of this. As well,
I figure we let it, let's get to the first hour completed,
Right.
and then we'll bring in our interviews. It just seems to me like we call the first race of the hour, and then we get to that second hour, and then we're kind of, I don't want to say we're dragging, but I just kind of like getting the thoughts of the drivers, talking to them, Oh, by the way, Joshua Suss around. Yeah, there he goes.
That was a few laps early there as well, too, before that, watching that battle.
Hey, Dean, you got the graphic? Put it up on the screen. This Sunday in the month of May with us. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Coverage will begin at 12:50. We're going green at 1 o'clock. Green flag at 1 o'clock. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the 6 hours of Daytona International Speedway presented by NASRA. $40 entry per team, two-man teams. GTP, LMP2, and GT3 are cars that will be occupied. And, of course, you have time to get signed up. It is this Sunday. It'll be live on the NASRA 360 Racing Network as well as on CRN up until the baseball game that we've got to do Sunday night. You can join Emmett Crow, myself, Dean Hopton, and special guests for interviews along the way. Again, we're going live 12:50. Am I right, Dean? About 12:50 because green flag's at 1 o'clock, 12:50 to 1. So about a 10-minute pregame show, pre-race show, and then
check the YouTube
going right
channel.
into it.
Check the YouTube channel for the times there. Hit the bell and the notifications. It should be up already there for you to have a look. I don't know what time it is in your neck of the woods there, mate. I know I got to get up early for it, so yeah. Yeah,
you will be getting up early. I'm talking about like 2 o'clock in the morning for you, won't it?
Yes, sir. Something like that.
Yeah.
It's worth it. It's Daytona, 6 hours. And we'll talk to Joshua Suss after the hour has passed, and he'll let us know too about the sign-ups and how we're going for the teams and everything.
Yeah, if it's set up, I don't see it yet. I'm not seeing the Daytona.
All right.
6 hours of Daytona stream up anywhere. I don't see it. So, but I thought it was like green flag at 1 o'clock, exactly
We're at the
1
51
o'clock.
marker there, Wesley. So we'll pay a 1 minute to Mr. Carl Busch.
Yes, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, we will rest our voices, and you hear the rumble of the cars as we honor Rowdy Kyle Busch. Yeah, I don't see the link for the broadcasting. We pause, we reflect, we remember Kyle Busch, and I am sure the outpouring of salutes and tributes will continue. I think every iRacing league that I've worked for, every racing organization, and like I said, on the national worldly scale, has had their way of honoring Rowdy Kyle Busch. Will certainly be missed. Dean, you hinted on it, buddy. He passed away at the age of 41. Listen, Dale Earnhardt passed away at the age of 49 when he died at Daytona. He died February 18, 2001. And he died doing what we love, right? Racing. And it took his life. And we all know that. Since then, there's not been a racing fatality in NASCAR since 2001. But with that being said about Kyle Busch, and what's so sad is he died doing what he loved. Yes, he was a race car driver. He loved driving a race car. But he didn't die at the racetrack. He didn't die racing. And that's what so many people are so heartbroken over. We had a car around. Oh. Wow, he already missed one car that was already spun. You saw that blue car. And now the 7 and the 42 have got together as well.
I think that was Dalton Sherritt. I think Dalton Sherritt had a spin here. And
Isaac Bevan and Tyler Brokaw. Yeah, look at this now.
They've had a reaction to it. And they've come together.
Oh, Dalton Shear going around. And then here you go. Here's Brokaw and the other guy. Oh, man, look at that.
Bevan and Brokaw.
Isaac Bevan.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's heartbreaking, man. Tyler Brokaw, by the way, is already like multiple laps down. Isaac Bevan was in second when that happened.
And Brokaw's gone into pit lane as well to get that repairs out there. Remember, they got the fast repair in this series, so
yeah,
that's available to them. But once you used it up, there's one fast repair, if I'm not mistaken, Wesley, wasn't it? Or two?
I think you get two fast repairs. Yeah. You get two fast repairs, actually. Yeah. Let's go. Let's bring in Josh.
All right. Let's bring in.
We're closing in on the completion of hour number one.
Sir.
We'll bring him in. Hope my buddy feeling better. I don't see Joshua anywhere. Where's Joshua Suss? I don't see him. Joshua Suss says, Wesley, I don't want to talk to you tonight.
Surprising. He's down there in T12.
Oh, there he is. Okay, he just popped in because he wasn't there earlier. He popped in. He just popped in.
Dalton Sherritt comes down.
Let's bring in our buddy Joshua Suss. Joshua, great checking in on you, my friend, as always. 12th position right now. What you think of the street Detroit street course?
Oh, the track is fun. I'm struggling.
Are you okay, man?
No, not really. I
not
had
feeling
a little
good.
Incident.
A little sick. Did you wreck another police car?
No, I got out of my car and may have woken up on my back behind it an hour later. So we're in some medical testing times.
So are you saying you passed out when you got out of your car?
Yeah, and I hit my noggin pretty hard.
Oh, Jesus, Josh. And that Florida heat's getting to you, ain't it, already?
I ain't even there yet. I'm still in Kansas.
Oh, you better get the hell out of Kansas. That's the problem. You gotta get out of Kansas. You gotta get to Florida. Poor Dean had a medical emergency over the weekend.
I was telling Joshua as well too. I had a fall, and now unfortunately Joshua's us as well too. So I don't know what it is, Josh. But did I know, or you're trying to figure it out? Like you just passed out, didn't you? You said or something.
They're still trying to figure it out.
Right.
All I remember was my stomach just hurt really bad, and I remember saying I don't feel good, and then that was all she wrote.
Have you ever had anything like that happen to you before?
Mm-mm. So I'm still feeling a little off.
Maybe diverticulitis or something, but I mean, diverticulitis is that's what I have. It is a pain that continues to grow and grow and grow and grow, and then if you don't do anything about it, then you end up hospitalized for 2 weeks, like what happened to me. That's probably the scariest thing that's ever happened to me in my life was when I ended up with diverticulitis, and it was bad. So I mean,
well, waking up was very interesting because like you're so confused. Yeah. And like I'm sitting there going, did I lay down on the ground? Like what the hell?
But nobody helped you? Nobody was there? Wife,
no,
kids, nobody?
I was at work, and this is at like 2 a.m.
No fallen, no active police officer comes by and says, we got an officer down. I mean, come on, like.
So I was out in the boonies checking on the new drag strip.
Oh, there you go.
I was pretty out there.
Well, it's only fitting that you passed out at a racetrack.
Well,
brand new poured concrete, and I was the first one to put blood on it.
Oh, wow.
I guess the important thing is that you passed out like when you're outside of the car, not whilst you were driving or something like that. That could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, I hope not. Yeah, for sure.
That would have been bad.
Yes, that's always a positive side, I think, to anything that's negative. But as MDW comes down pit road again.
Joshua, getting ready for a big one. This is coming up Sunday. I know we're going to go live around 12:50, 12:45. Green flag, 1 o'clock, 6 hours of Daytona.
Yes. It's going to be fun. Still openings in all categories, especially LMP2. We have some free slots in LMP2 if anybody's interested.
There you go. So, obviously, it's going to be a fun one. And I'll tell you what, Joshua, Dean was telling me that, man, he's looking forward to Daytona. He loves the Daytona road course. So
he loves Daytona.
It should be an exciting one. Yeah.
It's the favorite track in the world.
I like it when not every league goes to Daytona in 1 week to start a season off or something like that. Then I get Daytona'd out. But because we haven't been back to Daytona a while. Certainly the road course.
We haven't.
I'm looking forward
to
it.
We have not. Yeah. Yeah.
Great battles at the front of this one too there, Joshua, between Isaac Bevan and Shane Scott. We had a little bit of a moment there. MDW, I don't know if you were aware, he had a crash, lost his rear wing, dropped him back into P6.
How about that, Joshua? I mean, is the Detroit street course the Achilles heel maybe for MDW, but then he bounces right back up, gets back in the lead, but now he's back in, I believe, 6th right now. And man, I'm seeing impressive driving by Shane Scott tonight.
Oh, yeah. He did mention that he got some wheel damage earlier. So I'm sure once he pits, he'll be back up to pace.
There you go.
A lot of drivers are hitting the wall too there, I noticed. I mean, everybody's basically had a tank slapper. How much damage is that doing to the car each time you have a bit of a lick to the fence?
My last pit stop I only had 9 seconds, so it's not too bad as long as you don't smack it so hard you break the toe.
Right.
There you go. Good field of cars, obviously, tonight, man. And I'll tell you what, another thing I'm noticing, Joshua, is every road course, man, is so different than the other. You've got to race differently. You have to race your competition differently. There's also got to be a little respect as well.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of respect in this league, actually. Like, most other nights when we race, you hear everyone going after each other, and here on the comms, about all you hear is, hey, I'm sorry, did I not give you enough room, or did I pinch you there? And if somebody makes contact with someone, there's always somebody claiming it. There's no, that was on you. These guys have nothing but respect for each other. They're just here to have fun, turn some laps, and do the best they can.
That's what you want to see for the future of this endurance series, as well as that kind of respect for one another also, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Well, man, I hope you get to feeling better. It sucks being sick.
I know. I don't even know when I can go back to work yet.
Oh, they got you on medical leave?
Yeah.
Wow. See, I thought you moved to Florida and everything else. I thought you moved down to Florida. Got away from the tornadoes, got some palm trees,
hiring.
Yeah, went from tornadoes to hurricanes, So.
Well, I originally started with hurricanes because I was born and raised in Jacksonville.
Okay. Are you a Jaguars fan? Are you one of those guys that just kind of
100% are.
Yeah, I got a friend of mine, Andy Marquise. It's like a diehard Jaguars fan. I think you and him are the only ones.
Hey, we have a lot of fun at the games, okay? He's my best friend.
There is a lot of fun in the games. I can tell you, every time Andy Marquise celebrates after a Jaguars win a game, he smashes his head with a beer can. Is that a tradition in Jacksonville or something?
That sounds more like a Buffalo Bills thing to me, but
yeah. Yeah, I guess he's just an alcoholic. He just celebrates that way, I guess. I don't know. So, hey, anyway, Sunday, 1 p.m. Eastern time. We're going to go live around 12:50, 12:45. 1 o'clock, the green flag comes out. We are going 6 hours of Daytona. How different, Joshua, will the Daytona 6 hours be compared to the Le Mans race we did back in March, buddy?
A lot different. Smaller track, more cars. So you're going to have some bumping. You're going to have some frustrations. It's going to be very interesting. I'm actually excited to see how it goes, especially because they only have one fast repair this time.
Oh, only one
more
fast
question.
repair too. Wow.
Only one fast repair. Why is that? Why only one fast repair?
That was one of the main, not complaints, but commentary that I got from Le Mans was less fast repairs.
Less fast repairs. There you go.
Right.
Now, I got to ask you this question and one more thing, and then, Dean, you got anything for Josh or any more, buddy? Go ahead.
Yeah, in a second. Josh, just seeing a couple of drivers as Luke Smith making a mistake. We just saw Devin Painter making a mistake. Only thing is that this track's not going to have a lot of off-track X's, is it? Because of the fact that you can't really explore the off-track limits because there's basically fences everywhere. Is that right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Fences and really hard fences.
Fences and really hard fences. So we won't see generally a lot of black flags popping up late from incident points. It'll just basically be the situation we just see where Luke Smith loses a front bumper and things, or MVW loses the rear wing and stuff like that. Okay. Thank you. That's what I know.
No problem.
I got to ask you, Joshua, are we going to have like that 24-hour, 6-hour setup like you've done before? Like
Yes.
we did Le Mans? Are we gonna have that kind of day into night to day type deal again for Daytona?
Yes. This time, I believe the in-sim starts at 9 a.m. So it'll be more daytime first and then night.
Okay. But
Where
remember,
last time it was like we
we're
almost
going
went straight
live.
to night.
Now, if I'm trying to remember, didn't you do it like 4 hours in an hour or something like that, or four
Yes.
4 hours in a minute, something?
It's a 4x, so every hour is actually 4 hours in sim.
There you go. So we will technically have a 24-hour race in 6 hours, Dean. There you go.
Yeah.
The more you know. That'll be cool. Joshua, hope you get to feeling better, my friend. We'll see you Sunday afternoon.
Appreciate it.
Joshua Suss, everybody. We'll bring him back into his box. What were you in? Pit 12, I think?
12. All the way at the bottom.
Yeah, 12.
All the way at the bottom. See, I told you he was hiding out, Dean. There you go. All right. There's it, ladies and gentlemen. There's the thoughts of Mr. Joshua Suss. Always great catching up with him. By the way, we are in hour number 2. 2 hours, that towing company here at Virtual Detroit. Be right back in a moment.
Traffic is tough out there. We are here for you to tell you how to keep safe,
Everybody who is listening needs to take cover as soon as they can.
to provide the music, talk, and sports you love, and to deliver the news that matters to you. We are the voices you can trust. We are live and local. We are America's broadcasters. Text radio to 52886 and tell Congress you depend on your local radio stations.
Message and data rates may apply. You may receive up to 4 messages a month, and you may text STOP to STOP.
This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
You're listening to the CRN Community Radio Network. We now pause for station identification. This is the Community Radio Network, WCRN, 87.9 FM, Clayton, Garner, Smithfield, North Carolina. Proud to be in the USA. We are CRN.
1 hour down, 1 hour left to go, under an hour remaining. We just heard from Joshua Suss just a moment ago. Isaac Bevan in the lead now. Shane Scott, Cole Larson, Matthew David Wood, Adam Newton, your top 5. Bigglestein, Hopton, I'm Wesley Outland. We welcome you back to coverage of the 2 hours of Detroit Street Circuit presented by that towing company. And it's been a pretty fun race, and the hours flew by here as well, Dean, no doubt.
It has. Unfortunately for Luke Smith, in the last basically 10 or so minutes, he's just gone backwards quite a bit there. He's had a couple of incidents. You see the car get damaged. He then got black flag. Must have been for speeding in pit lane or something like that, so he had to go through and set that again. And then he's had another spin. So it's dropped him back into P12 at the moment, where he was right up around ahead of Joshua Suss. Now Isaac Bevan's come in. Every time I see the Detroit and I see the city in the background, I just think of Married with Children with the with the fountains and stuff like that. The introduction to that TV show. If you ever remember watching that one, Love and Marriage.
Yeah.
Isaac Bevan's there.
I love it. Love on the mountains.
About as much I know about Detroit, isn't it? Until, what was it? Was it? No, it was Chicago.
Well, Beverly Hills Cop. Beverly Hills
Was it?
Cop
No, that was
Detroit
Chicago,
as well.
wasn't it?
Axel Foley. No, Axel Foley, Detroit.
No, Axel Foley was Detroit, yeah. And then what else was... Detroit was also in that Home Improvement too, right? Show.
Yeah. I think Tim Allen.
Tim Allen was Detroit.
I think so.
Detroit. He always used to wear the Detroit Lions shirt or something like that. It was big.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Man, I was binge watching Andy Griffith the other day, and then all of a sudden the new season came on, and damn TV was in color. I was like, "What the hell?" I've been watching black and white TV shows for 4 seasons, and all of a sudden they got color to Andy Griffith's hair.
So Isaac Bevan pits and drops him back into P5 currently at the moment. So he's 19. Let's have a look at the gap to the leader. So 40 seconds away from Shane Scott. So remember, they were about a second and change between each other, battle for P1. So interesting to see what happens when Shane Scott comes into pit road. Cole Larson's 2 seconds down the road there from Shane Scott. So that'll be a nice little close battle between them. And obviously keep an eye out for MDW. He's 15 seconds off the lead, but just flipped in a different pit stop strategy. MDW won't have to come down to pit road for some time. Don't know if one more time, I'd expect MDW to come down. Maybe 2 more times for the rest of the drivers. This will be interesting here this evening there, Wesley.
Yes, sir. Rocking and rolling, man. Keep on rocking in the free world.
Enemy contact there.
Look at this.
That's tight. Isaac Bevan's fighting. This is not for track position, too. This is a back marker.
Well, Bevan is on the lead lap still. He's in 5th. He's just battling a lap car, man.
Yeah.
I mean, get out of my way. If I'm a lap car, there's a race going on. You're not in it. Get out of the way. You know, let the leaders race. Let them battle.
Well, he's still going to be battling as well.
And then I think about Kyle Miller. He's on the tail end of the lead lap, so he's got every right to fight to. You know, it's one thing to be a lap down. It's another thing to be 10 or 50 laps down, right? So he's got every right to fight as well.
Joshua Suss is in this mix as well on top of that. So that's the 73 of Corey Miller up the road, and they're battling, and that's the reason why too. I guess it was a little bit difficult for Isaac Bevan to get past those cars. Wesley, is because Corey Miller's in a fight with Joshua Suss. He doesn't want to give up that position to Joshua Suss too easy. Here comes Shane Scott. This will be interesting. There's got to be a perfect stop for Shane Scott here. Can he clear Isaac Bevan? And Isaac Bevan having to clear that traffic as well too. Might have cost him a little bit of time here. So it's potentially, once again, is the battle for P1 after pit stops. We still don't know how MDW is going to shape out with the rest of that one. Isaac Bevan's got a black flag. Wesley?
Isaac Bevan
has a black flag. So
hooker.
That means now, that was on that previous lap. I think he's hit the fence or something. So let's have a look what's happened here. Isaac Bevan, I think he's gone too deep in there, and he's hit the fence. That's actually giving him a black flag of incident points. So that's going to throw that lead away to Shane Scott, because Shane Scott's going to come out now. Isaac Bevan's gone in to serve his penalty. Shane Scott, after pit stops at the moment, should be in the lead of this race. After Larson, it depends if Cole Larson can put some banker laps in, he might could potentially clear Shane Scott here. Keep an eye out for the young Mountain Dew driver in the Corvette.
Love the car, by the way.
Yeah.
Nice looking car.
Oh, Corvettes are lovely looking cars, mate.
They are.
You want one, Wesley? I'll get you one sent to a new garage.
There you go.
You can drive that.
From.
You can drive that to the racetracks that you can't. There you go. In comes Kyle Larson.
Probably end up in jail.
You can park that in the car parks when you pull out your broadcasting gear to broadcast a race. Adam Newton comes in as well too from P3. So this should promote Devon Painter, unless he comes in. Shane Scott comes back in the pit lane again. That's interesting. Oh, he just appeared in pit lane. Oh, Shane Scott's crashed. He's towed. This has flipped everything
Is
upside
Shane
down there,
Scott
Wesley.
out, man? Oh my goodness,
I just saw Shane Scott appear in pit lane. I thought, how did he scoot past all the cars? Devin Painter comes in.
Let's bring in Shane and find out.
Cole Larson will come back out to the lead of this race, apart from MDW. So, yeah, Shane Scott's just had a crash. Major one, too, mate.
I just seen it. I just seen it in the chat as well. Shane Scott
There.
just said, well, there goes my
Whoa.
race. And there it is. My goodness. Shane joins us now in the broadcast booth. Shane, oh my goodness, you had such a good run going, dude. What happened?
The track is just so technical, and I came out on new tires and just lost it in the turn, and I'm out of fast repairs, so that's it for me for the night.
Oh, no. Yeah, car's crab walking too. That's just the whole rear suspension. See, that's a hard lick into the fence there. Wow.
Look at that
around.
hit. Oh, wow.
That was that's
not good.
P1 too, my friend. You had a nice battle, especially with Isaac Bevan that came in the pit road before you, and he got a black flag. He had to come back down again. That would have put you into the net lead of the race, and of course, cold tires, isn't it? Just no traction.
I followed him through one of the turns. I don't remember which one it was, and hit the wall after the first pit stop, and I was losing about 2 seconds per lap with wheel damage, and then finally got it fixed up, and I was ready to get out there and see if I could try to win it, but it's over for me.
We were trying to get Emmett Crow to pop in and join us. He's going to be he's going to be my guy joining me in the booth on Sunday. Unfortunately, he is watching a boring basketball team play. Oklahoma City Thunder. The best thing they got in Oklahoma, I guess, because the Sooners ain't no good anymore.
The Knicks will win the championship. We won't.
Yeah, I was about to say, Shane Scott joining us. And Shane, man, there was moments of, how do I say this, sheer bliss, if you will, for your car and doing well and leading and taking it to MDW, if you will.
Yeah, I was giving it everything I got. I mean, I didn't practice crazy amount for this, but I was feeling pretty good, and then I don't know, once I got on those fresh tires, it just felt like I was on ice and there was nothing I could do.
Dean, you got anything
No,
for Mr. Shane?
I'm gutted
got a
for
few
you,
minutes
Shane.
to spend with him.
I'm gutted for you. I mean, it would be close, I'd say, in this race. MDW on a different pit stop strategy as well too, and currently at the moment he's 42 seconds up the road there from Kyle Larson, and you were just going to be battling out with Kyle Larson, and of course, and be ahead of him. So, well,
yeah, I think it would have been pretty close there at the end. I think he's saving fuel right now because he came out of the pits and was only 2 seconds behind me, and then I had pulled 15 or 16 second lead away from him, so I'd assume he was out there just saving fuel, and it probably could have came down to a pretty good finish there.
Yeah. Well, you should still potentially remain second in the championship here. Just unfortunately, the gap between yourself there and MDW is going to increase a little bit. Well, the race is not over yet. Anything can happen in MDW. I think he's used to a fast repair or so up already as well too. So he's going to have to take it easy for the rest of the race.
Yeah, I think that everybody's pretty well used up their fast repairs that I've talked to and heard talking in the chat, and I've got 8 minutes left of damage, and then I'm gonna get back out there and just kind of limp it around the rest of the night and try to salvage as many points as I can.
Yeah, that's the good thing about an endurance race, considering Adam Newton's just had a meatball as well too. So down but not out, my friend. Down but not out.
Yep, not out.
This is what happened to Adam Newton's. He's had a big tank slapper into the fence as well too. That's caused
Shane, we're seeing what happened to Adam Newton, the M&M's machine, Milky Way. He's stuck on the rumble strips. That's what got him in toe to pit road. Man, how different is adapting, if you will, in this series, being with all these different racetracks? I know you said Detroit's a technical street course, but is there any similarity of everything you've ran this year? Or are they all different?
For this series, I would say nothing's really been like this. This is super tight. The only thing I could really compare it to was Chicago Street Course, which we did in the trucks last year. And I think I finished a top 5 or top 6 in that last year, which was really fun. And I really think that this kind of racing, where it's real tight like this, kind of suits towards my driving style. And I felt good out there, but it's just tough when you're pushing and trying to keep that pace to keep up with these guys.
And not to mention there, Wesley, Shane Scott was our pole sitter as well too this evening, so he was certainly the quickest man, and great battles that you had out front too early. I think when you were leading, did you make a mistake? I think there's one particular corner that caught you off a couple of times, right? You went a little deep into it.
Yeah, it got me twice. The one after the long straightaway. You brake at the very first marker, which is the 4 marker, and I don't know, just lack of concentration and so much going on that you're paying attention to, how much fuel you have left, trying to pay attention to the other cars around you and stuff. And yeah, I blew that corner twice. Luckily didn't put it into the wall or nothing, but lost the lead off of it 2 or 3 times, I think. Yeah.
And huge, and you lucky survived that battle, wasn't it, between the leaders at that time? And can't remember who going back in that one. I think you were running P3 at that point, and they got into each other. And you
Devin Painter and somebody else.
Maybe Bevan or Tyler Justice, I think. Devin Painter and Tyler Justice.
Yeah,
that's right.
One of those guys.
And you snuck on by, and then they clipped. Their accident clipped. That's when MDW lost his rear wing, and then you had that lead. And, well.
Yeah, I mean that put a smile on my face after, off the start of the race. I think I pulled 3 or 4 second lead on him at one point, and then I blew that corner coming down that long straightaway and let both of them by there, and just try to ride right there with them for a few laps, and eventually they got into each other, and it definitely put a smile on my face to be able to sneak around them on the outside there.
Oh, there you have it, Wesley. Any other questions for poor Shane Scott? He's going to come back out.
Shane, you keep digging, dude. You keep digging, dude. I think eventually we're going to talk to you in victory lane, brother. I mean,
Hope so.
I do think this is going to take a pretty hard hit for you for second in the points tonight, though, isn't it?
Yeah, right now it says I'm in 12th position, so I think.
Yeah. But you have Corey
Devin
Miller and Luke
Painters.
Smith also on heavy repairs as well, too, sitting in pit road with you. They've been there for 7-8 minutes and change.
Yeah, if I could get back out there, I think I'll be able to gain. I could maybe gain back 2 or 3 spots and only lose to Devin Painter if he stays where he's at. Probably 4 or 5 points, so it might not be too terrible for me.
And plus, you don't know what's going to happen with some of the other drivers that are out there too, because once again, we are in the assumption that most of them have used up their fast repair. So now anybody else gets some other major damage, and they could be sitting down there in the pit lane getting some repairs as well too. So it's just a matter of getting
left too. And I think Suss said something about he might implement a drop race. So I suppose if I could just keep it clean the rest of the year, then I could drop this one if it's my worst finish and just pretend it never even happened.
Shane, get you some rest, buddy. Well, I know we got the ARCA series tomorrow night, but get you some rest and get ready for Daytona. Hey, before we let you go, who are your teammates for Daytona this Sunday afternoon?
It's going to be me and Joey Helton. We're racing the GTPs. And I got a nice, bright Stinker TV car to put on the screen for you guys.
There you go. So you're going to race for 3 hours? He's going to race for 3 hours?
We haven't even talked any strategy or anything, or I've probably only practiced 20 laps for it, to be honest with you, but I'd like to get in on Saturday and figure out a game plan for us and see what we could do.
You're the man. Thank you. Appreciate it.
You guys.
MDW, Larson, Justice, Bevan, Painter, top 5. We grab some more interviews as we close in on the final half hour of 2 hours at Detroit, presented by that towing company after the break.
Premier Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
Nice.
Welcome back to the Detroit Street Course. Big thanks to that towing company. That's Mr. Chris Blanchard, by the way. Did you know, Chris, did you know, Dean, that Chris Blanchard packed up from Clinton, Maine and made the trip all the way down to Pelham, New Hampshire?
Yeah.
And he's been there ever since.
Did know that. One of our sponsors, of course, on the NASRA 360 Racing Network. Hello, Chris Blanchard. This is a great battle that's brewing up at the moment between Isaac Bevan, Cole Larson, and Tyler Justice. And that's the battle for P2. Now, Wood does have, I'd say, enough of a window to be able to come into pit lane, come back out, and have enough fuel to go to the end of this race. These other drivers, they're expecting one more pit stop as well, too. So now that a gap MDW has got, he might be looking for his 10th straight victory here. But once again, those walls take absolutely no prisoners here in Detroit there, Wesley. So too much, just one wrong little move that's bumpy. You see it, the cars are there, there's traffic, there's somebody that could spin and you can get involved in an incident. MDW knows all about that one, isn't it? Between the battle for P1 and P2. There it is. Isaac Bevan gets past Cole Larson, who might be into the clutches there of Tyler Justice now. Tyler Justice, last pit stop he went was lap 32, so he's really stretched this one out. Must be fuel saving a lot, but you expect him to definitely come into pit road at some point. I think he's stretching it out so that this will be his last pit stop. I think most of the drivers, you can see the damage on the car too, on the front there of the Porsche. A lot of these drivers are nursing slight bits of damage. Just depending if maybe, I don't know, if any of the other drivers like maybe Cole Larson could potentially fuel save this to the end. Be a stretch, lap 47. Lap 56, I don't know, 30 minutes to go to the end of the race is a lot. He's not backing off too much there on Tyler Justice behind him, so he did kind of, I feel he didn't put too much of a fight up there by Isaac Bevan. Tyler Justice comes in now. Pit road.
Well, now it is MDW, Matthew David Wood.
Yeah. But Wood's
here
got
it is. So here he is, the guy that crashed. He crashed. Yeah. Here it is. I was about to say that. Let me get to my point. He crashed, got wrecked, loses the entire rear end of the car, gets back in the saddle, gets back in the lead after pit stops, and he leads the thing with a 50-second lead over Isaac Bevan in second. Unbelievable. This guy's like, he's like Teflon. Anvil. He's an anvil.
He's doing 1 minute 28s too each lap. Everybody else is doing 1 minute 30s, 32s, 33s. So he's doing 2 seconds, basically just shy of at least over a second a lap quicker than everybody else. That's why he's got that 50-second gap over Isaac Bevan now. So he's got enough here. He could back off, but he never does back off, does he? The Concerns of Police Survivors champion. But I have seen him hit the fence a few times here, Wesley. Then again, I've seen most of the drivers hit the fence, but he's pushing it. You'll see the back end scrape up against the safety barrier. Well, it's not too much of a safety barrier around here, my friends, just a bit of concrete.
EW, Matthew David Wood out in front. Isaac Bevan, 56 seconds back in second. Both of those drivers are the hard chargers of the race. Why? They've climbed 14 spots themselves.
What's happened here? I was going straight on.
What a job.
That's JD Larson. I think he went straight on because he had two very quick drivers that are trying to make an overtake.
Man, they got a cool-looking race car, too. I like the Red Bull white colors. Look at that, the white edition.
That's the Acura. And this is what happened to Adam Newton as well, too. The Bulldog's still in there. Remember, he was fighting up the front there for a bit. He's gone off into that runoff area. In fact, he's just avoided it. Had to slow down. Devin Painter comes in the pit road right now. So this is an important stop for Devin Painter. This is potentially fighting for a podium position if he can get it all right, hooked up. It should be his last pit stop here for the race, you'd imagine as well. So the Ford Mustang will head in to visit his pit crew.
Bevan, Larson, Helton, Justice, top five. By Painter. Just exiting off pit road. Newton, Shear, Suss, Gordon. How about Suss back in the top 10? Joshua Suss is in
That's true.
9th, a lap down.
He's a lap down, but he's still in it. That's right. Considering he's not feeling the best, he's doing a solid job. Devin Painter now is going to be very careful. This is what your teammate should tell you. Just exactly what Shane Scott had went through before earlier. Be very careful. Be very gingerly on that throttle on those cold tires because it is slick. It's like driving on ice. So you want to push, but you don't want to be pushing too much because, you push it too much, you're going to be down there in the damage clock. Just get the temperature into those tires, get a feel for it, start getting a little bit quicker each lap there, and then all of a sudden you're back into that groove that you'd have. So be very careful. MDW is in, and I imagine this is for the last time of the race now, but he's got a big enough gap. He should come back out easily ahead there of Isaac Bevan, pending he makes no mistakes here down here in pit road.
It's on pit road.
Yep, up in the jacks, takes the tires too.
It's storming outside again at my house. It is literally thunder and lightning, Dean.
All right, we're going to have to cancel the race then. Unfortunately.
Yeah, game's been called on account of rain.
I haven't checked outside here at the moment. I've got no mirror. I've got no windows in my studio there, Wesley, so I can't have any windows. It's too.
Was it like lunchtime for you? Ain't it like
Yes,
11:30 in the morning, 12:30 in the afternoon?
12:30.
Like
I'm going to have a sandwich after this.
Yeah.
There he
Vegemite
is.
sandwich?
No. So he comes out ahead of Bevan and still has where's Ben? 20. You can see it. 20. It's about 21 second gap. There it is, give or take, as he gets up to speed. So once again, MDW. I thought, and I would have been close there if Shane Scott might have had it to him tonight if he didn't unfortunately have that one little bit of error. And just I don't want to show poor Shane Scott again, but we might have to do that, Wesley. The reason why Shane Scott is in this race but not running up the front was that hard lick into the fence. But thankfully, Wesley, he's back out, as he said, after that 12 minutes worth of repairs running in P13. Trying to mop up some additional points.
Luke Smith.
As he hits the fence there as well, too, for Shane Scott. So,
Yes, Shane Scott.
I'd say all the pit stops have been concluded now, I would imagine. Maybe Dalton Shearer needs to come back in again to the end of this race. I think so. He pitted on last lap was lap 35. Yeah, I think Shearer might have to head back in again. Be surprised if he can have enough fuel to get to the end of this one with 30 minutes remaining.
Dalton Shear.
Yep.
There's Dalton. Got the Fu Man shoe going on.
And the Betty, remember? Betty White on there, flipping the bird.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. Look at that right there. Got Betty White giving everybody the finger. You rock. You're number one. All of y'all are number one.
Thank you for being a friend.
Could you imagine sweet Betty White giving a middle finger to somebody in real life? I mean, I know she passed away. God bless her soul. God rest her soul. But like, she's a sweet lady. Could you ever imagine Betty White being a freak or doing stuff like that?
Have you
right?
seen her in stand-up? On stand-up comedy? I think she's been on a lot of the stand-up shows, and she gets into it like for an like she'll get filthy, she'll get dirty. She'll curse out. I've heard her cursing and all that before. Can't remember where I saw it, but she's done it like some comedy series or cameos in comedy series where she gets in there. Luke Smith's been on the damage clock now, unfortunately, for 20 minutes, and he's just going to sit down. Wonder if he's in the car or not, Wesley. I can't really see. Don't really have an in-car. He's not in the car currently at the moment. Maybe if Luke Smith's in the chat, you can pull him in there, Wesley. If he's in the chat, maybe. Obviously.
Who we bringing in?
Luke Smith is down there doing repairs at the moment.
Bring in Kermit the Frog.
Kirby.
We'll talk to Kermit.
I think this is the one that put Luke Smith.
Let's bring in Kermit. What's up, Kermit? Good night, bad night. Drinking your Fanta? What's going on, buddy?
That was the last one.
Oh, I've just been the thing and been letting it fix up on pit road for a little bit.
Yeah, 21 minutes of repairs. You got. How long are they giving you before you can get the car back out?
Oh, I can go back out right now.
All right. You just not. You sitting back chilling.
It fixed it at a weird time, and I didn't want to make another pit stop, so I waited for it to get within the range that I could finish the race.
Oh, okay. Because you're third in the championship here. We got Devin Painter that's currently running in P6. You got Isaac Bevan that's out there in P2. So these are crucial points here, my friend. You're only separated by a couple of points between you. So any points you can possibly get finishing the race, you've got to be something as you are exiting pit lane now.
Yeah, I mean, I've been working here. This is a track that before tonight, I've never run this track one single lap, and definitely been struggling.
Saw you earlier. You had some serious pace. You've had some great battles. Just unfortunately, those walls have come out there and bit the shark a couple of times, hasn't it? Knocked a couple of shark teeth off of your front end of the Porsche.
Solid run, Luke.
Oh, yeah.
Luke, you getting ready for Daytona Sunday, man? You're going to run this 6-hour endurance race, brother? What you got any information for us?
Oh, I'm running it. I'm old Joshy Boy's teammate. So hopefully I've got to work in the morning, and hopefully Josh keeps the old bad boy in one piece and is able to hand me off the car where I know I'm pretty fast there.
There you go. By the way, coverage 12:45 Eastern Time. Green flag, 1 o'clock on the NASRA 360 Racing Network. 6 hours of Daytona, so we're looking forward to seeing what you can do. Man, what do you think of this street course? Is it different than Chicago or like Lake Beach? Is it a Long Beach? I meant to say Lake Beach. I'm sorry, Long Beach. What do you think of Detroit? Do you like the Detroit circuit?
No, there's too many potholes. Somebody needs to get out here and fix this dang road.
Yeah. Well, it's a street circuit, so there's going to be potholes everywhere, mate. Yeah.
I've been hitting probably every pothole on the track and doing burnouts after like every other corner.
Joey Helton just gets a black flag. I think he has to go down there and pit road. He had to stop and go there for a second. Jody Larson has one as well too. So, Luke Smith, you got a few laps down there. Shane Scott's up the road there. Just going to bring it home, mate. Practice make. I guess it's just turning into an endurance, a 30-minute practice session for the rest of this race now. We're not try to avoid those potholes, I guess.
Yes, I will be trying to do that.
Wes, got anything else there for Luke Smith?
Around the racetrack right now, man. I'm watching him right now. I'm just taking a listen to his engine. It's that the engines of these cars, Dean, sound so different. The Corvette engine.
Yeah.
You're in a Porsche, am I right? Right now, you're in a Porsche, right?
Yeah.
And listen to the difference of the engine. Listen to the difference between the Europeans and the Americans, the General Motors, right? I mean, I'm just being honest.
This is a Porsche, and we got a Ford.
Right, there's a Ford. This is Devin Painter. Have you driven a Ford lately? I've got two in my backyard.
And how about the Corvette of Cole Larson?
The Corvette, there it is. Listen to the engine. Oh! And then go back to the,
Go to Ferrari of Dustin Gordon.
Mini Ferraris. His engine sounds so quiet, right? I mean, you figure that thing would like rumble.
We do have pit stops. It just depends. Joey Helton's gone in to serve another penalty, so he's going to drop.
Look, does he have an electric motor? Is that an electric motor?
No.
Ferrari engine or something?
No. Ferrari. They just finished making their electric road car. This is purely GT3, mate. That's a bit dinged up on the front there too of Justin Gordon. Joshua Suss, unfortunately, your teammate there, Luke Smith, has had a moment and he's gone hard lick into the fence. Ow, for the Porsche.
Josh, for all that work for look at that, man. I feel so bad for Josh. Wow. Luke, how do you per se get yourself mentally fit or physically to go 6 hours. I tell a lot of people, just like when you run real endurance races in real life, you've got to be prepared to sit long hours in the sim in the iRacing rig chair, and it's got to be a mental focus as well, right?
Yes. So my preparation, everybody listening is going to think that this is absolutely terrible. I drink enough caffeine to probably kill a cow, and I just start eating a whole bunch of food when I'm not in the car, especially with like 24-hour races and stuff. But any endurance race, I'm loading up on the old caffeine and snacks, and when I'm not in the car, I'm drinking everything and eating everything.
Safety shock, safety shock, D, you got to do it with me. Come on. Yeah.
I will not do the safety shock with you, Wesley.
Daddy shark,
Well, Luke Smith, what cars are you driving for the 6 hours of Daytona?
For the 6 hours, we're in the Cadillac GTP.
Oh, nice. All right. That's the hypercar Cadillac there, Wesley. You'll see it. It's lovely. So you guys have been practicing a little bit with that. You're going to be sharing the seat there with Joshua Suss, as you said.
Yeah, we were in a couple practice sessions with the rest of the guys that are running the event earlier this week, and I think I ran the 4th or 5th fastest lap of anybody in the session. For some reason, there's I think that group of Australian guys that dominated Le Mans is back, and those guys scare me.
Oh, wow. Also, now, one key I keep telling drivers over and over again that people don't do: practice your pit stops, practice your pit stops, practice your pit stops. You know how difficult the pit lane entry is in the Daytona road course, right? Have you been practicing it?
I'm usually I've been practicing them, but I'm typically probably one of the most aggressive drivers getting on and off a pit road. So, yeah, I've had my moments, and everybody focuses on the race, and the little things are what'll come back to bite you, like say a little lapse in focus, or not paying attention when you're passing the lap cars and all that stuff. But it's just about staying in that groove and making sure that, every little detail is perfect.
That's the key, I think, as well, too. Once again, just practice makes perfect on top of it. And a final question for you, too. When you are running your sims for your practice sessions, are you doing it in different times as well, too? So you're doing the night time, so you're getting some laps out there with, the concentration at night, and then obviously in the changeable conditions as well, too, in the daytime? Or are you just doing daytime fast laps?
Yeah, I've done some daytime practice, some nighttime practice. The only practice I haven't done is in the rain, which I hope we don't get rain, but it's always a possibility, and that'll be scary, but I think I can figure that part out. Just everything else, I feel very good about it.
Well, Luke, buddy, Safety Shark, Kermit the Frog, good luck, man. We'll see you in Daytona for 6 hours. And I know you're in the back. I know your lap's down, but I admire your tenacity to take this thing to the finish line, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
You're the man. Kermit, Luke Smith, ladies and gentlemen. There he is. Kermit the Frog here. I'm okay. I like the sharks, but they bite me. They have sharp teeth. Let's check in with the leader.
MDW.
Looking to get another win. MDW.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, there he is.
Right after my house was haunted, did you give me that jump scare?
You think your house is haunted?
I was making a joke because I heard the knock. I was like, wow, that is incredible.
That would scare the hell out of you right there, man. I don't blame you.
How's it going, man? I was like, Isaac is... Wait, was there a knock at my door? I was like, oh, I guess there wasn't a knock on my door. Matthew Davis! I was like, oh, wow, that's crazy. But no, it's, yeah, I had that incident early. I didn't expect, I just tried to go around the outside of it. I thought they were spun to the left. I guess I haven't seen it. It came back to the right.
Shane
I should have
Scott
waited.
just snuck through, but they clipped you, unfortunately. So, yeah, and you lost that rear wing.
Yeah, look at that. Wow. Way to go.
So, that actually is what gave me the lead, because when I pitted, that just helped me skip a pit stop, and all the guys behind me have to pit, and I don't have to pit again. So even if I have to pit twice, I will come back out ahead. So I basically skipped a pit stop because of that wreck. But then I wrecked in turn 1 earlier, so of course that didn't help. Yeah. But it's been eventful. I mean,
the Detroit Street Circuit has not been good to you today. I mean, I know you're back up in front and you're leading, but you've had your shares of trials and tribulations with this place tonight.
And I only bought the track about 30 minutes before the race started.
Wow.
So I've always wanted to watch the IndyCar races here, because of course I watch IndyCar all the time. But every single time there's a race at Detroit, I'm doing something. The most I remember is somebody almost going out of the racetrack because of a hung throttle. And that's the one race I watched. So I didn't even know the layout of this track. I didn't know nothing. But I learned it pretty quick. Got some help. And I guess that showed when I almost died in turn 1, and I've hit the wall about 1,000 times. I have 2 minutes of damage right now. So,
well, you're not the only one. Actually, you have been hitting. I noticed you've been hitting the wall quite a bit more than a lot of the other drivers. But that's because you're just pushing. Because I just think that you tend to just drive as fast as you possibly can. Were you actually? Some of the drivers saying you're possibly fuel saving early in that second stint. I think it was. Was that the case that you're doing to jump one less pit stop?
No, I was just kind of sticking behind there, trying to, just bide my time, and then I didn't bide my time and got in the wall. But no, I never fuel saved. Just kind of rode around for a little bit and let the strategy come to me. I was thinking, after the first pit stop that I had to make, I was like, well, there's no way that this is going to, cost me a pit stop, right? At the end of the race, I'm not going to skip a pit stop at the end, right? I just laughed it off, and I was like, well, I'm just going to have to gain the time back from the pace alone. And
Which
it
were.
doesn't help that Isaac got wrecked too as well, so that sucks for Isaac, and had a drive through as well. So
yeah, he's just come down to pit road as well too for his final stop. Now that's a question for you. You got Cole Larson last pit at lap 47 behind you. You last pit stop was lap 58. Can you go to the end now?
Yes.
15.
Yes,
Wow.
I can go to the end. At least that's what that's somebody's crashed there. Justin Gordon.
That's Dustin Gordon, yep. This is the thing.
Yeah, he lost his rear wing, unfortunately. Probably hit that curb on the inside, I would have to imagine.
Yep.
Look at the Ferrari in the wall.
Yep. Get the Ferrari pit crew out there, Wesley. The Ferrari's damaged.
Don't get
the Ferrari is damaged, and he just damaged it again. The 3 seasons well Ferrari in the wall.
You're going to see MDW come. Oh, he has to wait. He has to wait there, Wesley, because obviously.
Yeah, what a tough break.
There's MDW.
Is that Dustin Gordon, I believe? Yeah, Dustin Gordon is just free falling down the scoring pylon. So, hey, MDW, I got a question for you, Weatherman.
Have an answer.
When is it going to stop raining?
Listen, dude, I've been waiting to say it ain't even gonna stop tomorrow, dude. I got.
Oh, watch out! Whoa!
We're good. We're good. Anyway, I was sitting here, the water's real high, and I kept telling everybody, I was like, there's a flooding risk. And then we're thinking, it's finally going to stop raining. And then I'll look at the schedule tomorrow, and I'm like, written down more rain for tomorrow. So they've already issued flash flood warnings in my area for the 3rd time in 3 days. It's crazy.
We got rain over here too, mate. So you're bringing it down under, and then you're turning.
You got your radar yesterday.
You got heat wave happening over in Europe,
radar,
mate. So what's going on?
Listen, I just over in Europe, dude. Which they find like 70 degrees hot in Europe, I hear, which is just crazy to me. But
yeah, their houses aren't designed for I got friends in the UK at the moment. I say just put some fans on and stuff like that. They go. The problem is that it's designed to keep everything warm, not to keep everything cold. So they can't. I got friends that can't run their computers at the moment because they're overheat. They just can't. There's not enough cooling. So
And basically what's happening there is just a massive high pressure ridge is directly in the middle of Europe. And you can actually see it on radar deflecting on both sides of Europe, deflecting every storm and all of the cold air. It's actually very interesting to look at. But it is just pushing all of that warm air and just making it sit over like Great Britain, Poland, Netherlands, all that. And on the outside of it, it's pretty hard storms just because, the contrast of hot and cold air is very unstable. But unfortunately, none of that can reach places like Britain and cool it down for the next few days, which is actually very rare because we only see this. I mean, it lasts for 1 or 2 days, but this is lasting days and days and days, which is just unprecedented, really.
Yeah. They used to say it'd be like,
Really
it used to
is.
be one in 100-year event. Now it's one like every 33 years or something like that, even less.
And you know what? We need the rain, right, Matthew? We went for a long drought for a very, very long time. But, come on, guys. Turn the spigot off up above now, okay? We've got enough. We don't need any more. I'm happy, right?
Yeah, that drought last year was, I couldn't feed animals. I know people with farms that couldn't feed animals. It was a horrible, horrible drought last year. And now this year we're all flooding. But I will say the good thing is in the month of May, last year and the year before, we've been, at least for severe weather events, by this time period, by this part of May, we were up in the lower to mid 20s. Usually we are at 6 right now. We are at a third of what we usually are for severe weather events in May, which is, again, just really weird. But the Jets, there's a huge high pressure ridge that's being sandwiched by 2 low pressures, and they're just kind of dancing around each other. So until June, we're probably not going to see another severe weather event. We'll see rain, of course. But as far as severe weather, tornadoes, hail, that kind of thing, we likely won't see any significant severe weather till beginning of June, mid-June. So that's good. That's very, very good. So that means we'll stay at about 6, which is, again, by the end of it, it's probably going to be a fourth or a third of typical severe weather season.
Larson Justice battling. That's for 3rd and 4th.
Yeah.
MDW is the man. He is looking to win. Is this going to be your 10th win now?
Yep.
It's got to be.
It's his 10 years. Won every race this season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got to put a bounty on you somehow, some way, MDW. Literally, we got to add weights. We got to have you drive with half a tank of fuel, more or less than anyone else. I mean, I just.
We got to get him
there a couple times.
I mean, you did crash. You did. I mean, I will give you that. So, by the way, we're under 10 minutes remaining, so we're in the home stretch of this one. Are you prepared for Daytona? You ready for Sunday?
I'm very ready for Sunday. I got a guy that's running lap times just about a 10th off of me, and we're hoping to go out there and dominate Daytona and get my revenge for Le Mans. Trying to get my revenge for Le Mans. So, me and him, we're going to work really well together, I think. Hopefully go out there and win. But there's some very, very fast guys in there. There are some very fast guys in GTP. But I won Road Atlanta. I won Petit Le Mans in the iRacing official series this year. So hoping to go and do it in GTP again.
Are you going to be worried about your qualifying position so much? Are you going to try to get up the front there, or just maybe stay at the back there and avoid a first lap incidents in an endurance race?
If I was in the lower classes, then I would probably say maybe being at the back would be safer. But in GTP, I mean, with the dirty air of the GTP and how quick everything is, I mean, especially with an event like that, just go all out, no matter what. Just go all out.
Try to get pole, yeah, and then just never look back, perhaps.
Yeah, just try not to make any mistakes, especially through the bus stop. That will absolutely destroy us. It would be the bus stop, which I hate that they changed, but that's above my pay grade.
All right.
You'll have fun here in Daytona, so man, we'll see what happens. Good luck the rest of the way.
Yep.
Looks like you're on the home stretch. You're picking up another win. We'll talk to you in less than 10 minutes, so we're going to stop talking to you now.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, buddy. Where are you at? What box are you in?
I was just with Isaac. Me and him were all alone.
All right.
Isaac Bevan, wherever the hell Isaac is. Where's Isaac at?
He's hiding.
He isn't hiding. He is, yeah. There he is. He's in team one.
All all right.
Because I am number one. Thank you, MDW.
Thank you. Now, interesting
No
battle at
matter
the moment
if you like
there,
it, we'll take it,
Wesley.
sit down and ride it. Wood and Bevan, in their own little world, in their own little broadcast chat, are 1 and 2 on the racetrack.
That's right.
Dean, as we close in on the final 7 minutes of this race, brother.
Have a look at this close rate battle at the moment. This is the final podium position. So Tyler Justice, you can see there in that graphic, has been almost even Stevens a little bit, but they're chipping a little bit. He's chipping about a second off. There is Kyle Larson. So this is the close thing to go here with 6 minutes change in this race to go. Tyler's been chipping away here. Kyle Larson got to hold on for dear life here to keep this P3 position. One thing to catch, another thing. 2 seconds, 2.3 seconds that Tyler Justice just took out of Kyle Larson. So fighting. 2 positions down. Remember, Kyle Larson started in P2 in this race. He wants to get himself a podium after that recovery drive. Great drive there for Kyle Larson, and I'm sure he does not want to give up his podium position. There's an off track there for MDW, but he's got such a distance over Isaac Bevan. I don't think it'll be a problem. This is it, my friend. Crunch time for these drivers. Who wants that? Who wants to taste the bubbly stuff on the final step of the podium? Well, probably not Kyle Larson. He's too young.
Bubbly.
Well,
that's right. He wants to taste the bubbly.
Yeah. Down to a second now. It's going to be close. No more pit stops needed, Wesley. At least that I'm aware of. Newton, and it just finally comes out of pit lane as well too. Shane Scott makes his way up to P12. Lots of those drivers that are down there have spent a ton of time in pit lane. Luke Smith spent 21 minutes in pit lane. He's still got himself back out on track there. 10 minutes for Adam Newton again. 12 minutes for Shane Scott. 8 minutes for Corey Miller. JD Larson's had a solid drive. He's in P10. Very impressed, and I'm sure he's going to be happy to hear on the radio that his son, Cole Larson, can get himself secured a P3 position if he can keep Tyler Justice behind him for a handful of more laps, Wesley. And I believe we've lost Wesley because of his electricity going out. Wesley, you got to have a UPS backup system. Whoa, there's a spin there from, I think that's Adam Newton. Oh, that could have been a bit dangerous. That came a little bit earlier. Here it is, Adam Newton. And that was right in front of that battle that we just saw between Tyler Justice and Kyle Larson. Down to the dying 3 minutes or so of this race. Wesley had thunderstorms in the area and there's got no power. So whether we get Wesley back in time or not, but that's up to the electric company there. You won't lose me. Even if the electricity goes out, I've got battery backup. I got a solar farm of batteries charged up, ready to go. It'll switch over if I need to. Last 2 minutes at the moment. MDW with the lead. Got at least about over a minute and change there on Isaac Bevan. Tyler Justice has been throwing everything currently at the moment at Cole Larson. Nothing quite enough just yet. He's managed to catch him. And that's actually MDW, I think, in the background as well, too, about to approach these two drivers. So going to make it even more difficult for Tyler Justice to find a way past. Will these drivers just move out of the way for our race leader? It's only a minute and change, whereas MDW is going to be happy to sit back and let these two drivers go for it here. Couple of late black flags coming in there. Joey Helton getting a meatball flag as well too. Joshua Suss and Dalton Shearer. That might flip some of the situations over, and it will. Joey Helton comes down the pit lane. That's going to drop him out down to P10. So all of a sudden, Joshua Suss is back up at a P6. Here's the final stages of this race here. Could be the last chance for Tyler Justice to get past Cole Larson. I do think MDW is going to hang back here at the moment. I don't think he's going to put too much pressure on these drivers. He wants to let them fight it out. He's already got the race wing in the bag if he just brings it home now. And there's the white flag showing. There's MDW, and up the road is the big battle for the last pole position, the podium position. Oh, there's a spin up the road too. I think that's Isaac Bevan. Wow, this could have changed things, flipped things over and over quickly, but MDW just has to complete this lap right now. That'll call it. I'm not sure if Tyler Justice will now get himself up there. Bevan's just throwing away a podium. Isaac Bevan is throwing away the podium. What has happened there? Checkered flag shows MDW gets his 10th race win of the season. Flawless. Absolutely flawless. Cole Larson moves himself up into that P2 position. They're still racing, actually, so they get to go. What has happened to Isaac Bevan, who had a P2 position? I think he had a crash. There, he's got, it's something, he must have hit a wall or something. He's got no steering. Bang. That happened just in front, so that's that P2 position gone so late into this race. Isaac Bevan drops himself down to P5 currently at the moment. Last chance, I think, for Tyler Justice to do anything about Cole Larson, but the young Cole Larson in the number 20 Corvette got enough of a gap here. MDW get the race win again. Final battle for the podium. It looks like it's definitely going to go to Cole Larson now, as long as nobody spins there or he hits the fence. And we're going to navigate a few more corners now. Here in the streets of Detroit. Dalton Shearer's also had a moment too. He's gone off just late. Oh, there he is. There's Dalton Shearer. You don't want to be spinning right in front of Cole Larson. He's got Tyler Justice behind him. Doing everything here to finish this race. Wow. Lots of cars. Oh, lots of cars are just having late minute crashes in this race. Flipping things completely upside down. Still waiting for the final podium position drivers to sort themselves out. There it is. Cole Larson gets himself that P2. Tyler Justice come across the line and gives himself that P3 position. Is he out of fuel? Oh, we got another spanner in the mix here. Tyler Justice has dropped off the pace drastically, but it doesn't matter. He can creep across the line. Everybody else has crossed the line, so nothing too much can be done now, and he will just creep across the line. I'm not sure he's going to be able to get himself in a photo finish situation as MDW fantastically gets the race win. In fact, they're going to be pushing some cars across the line because they are out of gasoline, I think, some of them. Looks like they're getting a little push there. There's Shane Scott. Who's Shane Scott pushing here? Oh, Shane Scott straight into the barriers and crashes. MDW is to pull up here into pit lane. What a cracker of a race. Let's have a look at our final race results. I don't think MDWs can get... Oh, this is a little flaw. Look, that they know. I didn't know they had that. Get the car hidden in there, MD. So he backs it out for a race win. Let's have a look at our race results now, finally, as it just flipped itself completely upside down for a lot of these drivers. Can't even find you, MDW. You hide from the cameras. Here's the results for our 10th race of the season here at Detroit, with MDW getting the race win again. Cole Larson getting the P2 position after battling it out for the P3 position with Tyler Justice before. But whatever happened to Isaac Bevan, who blew it there on the last 9 laps of this race there. So 79 laps we covered there of a distance of 183 miles. 5 different leaders throughout the race there. MDW gets the hard charger for the field there, 15 positions gained there, 43 laps. He led as well, tipped the most laps. Fastest lap had to go to MDW at 128.121. Pole position went to Shane Scott, and unfortunately Shane Scott did have a big crash that dropped him out of the potentially chances of winning this race early there, so that to getting overall position. MDW over Cole Larson, Tyler Justice. Devin Painter gets the P4 position. Isaac Bevan dropping back to P5 eventually. Joshua Suss, what a solid drive to come back. And all the drivers that are lap down as well too of Dalton Shearer having a late crash, Joey Helton, Dustin Gordon, JD Larson, Corey Miller, 8 laps down there. Shane Scott finished 9 laps down. Adam Newton 9 laps down. Luke Smith 16, 45. Tanner Brokelaw, Adam Newbert, and Rowdy in honour, of course, for the respect for the late great Carl Busch. See if we get these drivers for a quick chat. Hello, everybody. I'm going to pull you into the room. G'day. Thank you for the race. Wow, lots of drama and action at the end of that race. We'll go to MDW again. Congratulations. We've lost Wesley, by the way, too. He was talking about thunderstorms in his area there before. Well, the electricity went out completely where he is. But MDW, congratulations. Another great win.
Yeah, that's crazy. I was literally talking about the thunderstorms, and I guess it took him out. But where's he at? South Carolina? North Carolina? South Carolina? Okay.
I think, yeah. Where is one? Yeah, somewhere in the Carolinas, my friend.
I can probably in South Carolina, because that's where all the storms are right now, is South Carolina. So, anyway, hoping he's all right. But again, like I said, it was an absolutely eventful race. I mean, if that race wasn't drama, I don't know what was. I don't know what is. That was. I wrecked multiple times. Everybody's wrecking multiple times. But overall, really, really fun racing up front. From what I understand, of course, even when I wasn't up there, everybody's jockeying back and forth. So a lot of fun. Really proud of these guys on the podium. I've been seeing them improve. I was literally talking to Isaac about it. You two are improving a lot. I'm proud of y'all. That I've genuinely seen a lot of pace come out of you two, and it's incredible to see you two on the podium. So, like I said, another fun race and very eventful. My butt cheeks are numb and my arms are numb.
Yeah,
glad it's over.
Yeah, congratulations again. Good job. I saw that, and what happened just late on that race there with Isaac Bevan. Just He was running a solid P2 position and just has a late minute crash into the fence there and drops himself back down to outside the podium position.
Yeah, he said it felt weird, like almost a tire blew. He said he's never felt anything like it, like a suspension or a tire blew or something. Which I haven't gone back and looked, but of course that'd be very strange to happen because the iRacing tires, it just gives you a meatball, it doesn't blow. But I'm not sure what happened. He said it was like the weirdest thing he's ever felt. So we're looking at it now. So
he come out of the corner, he's hit the fence there, and that's
he's just went into a four-wheel slide. Yeah.
It's unfortunate there, but it's unfortunate for him, unfortunate for others. Yeah. ABW, would you like to thank?
Well, I got to thank everybody that was on the racetrack today and everybody that was watching the NASRA 360 Racing Network. Appreciate every single one of you. Love every single one of you. Of course, they'll never hear it, but with the Bush family, we're all with Brexton, Samantha, and Lennox. Just probably some of the darkest days in racing history. We've lost Biffle, Annette. We lost Yarborough. We lost Alex Zanardi. Just a terrible, terrible couple of months, year. Some fatal racing accidents as well, in rally and lower European series. It's rough to watch those kinds of things. The Nürburgring 24 hours, the qualifiers had a fatal accident. It's unprecedented. It's been a very, very rough year for racing. It's hard. And, after that kind of thing happens, it's honestly very hard to get back in a race car. But would they want us to stop doing it? No. They would probably go over there and slap us in the face if we said, I'm not getting a race car because of that happened. So the only way to get through it is by going fast, and going fast is our therapy. So thank God for that. Thank God for sending Christ for us. And we'll go to next week and hopefully, like I said, get our minds off of it. Just keep racing for them.
Thank you, MD. Very kind words, of course, and maybe we very much appreciate it, and everybody does, and in the racing community. So over to second place there now, Cole Larson. So that was a fantastic battle that you had towards the end there with Tyler Justice and had to keep him off there. I think he kept you on one of the drivers that kept your nose clean throughout the whole race. How was it?
Yeah, it was an event for me too. I hit the wall a couple times, got some wheel damage, but it wasn't too bad. It didn't really affect me. Just I had to adjust to it. And I was probably one of the cleanest cars out there. I think I only had like 2X at the end of it. So I feel like I drove a pretty good race there. I feel like I'm getting so much faster at these things just from the couple weeks I have. So today was definitely a great race. I didn't even think I was gonna be able to hold him off there. He was coming so fast, and then I messed up on a couple of the corners back to back, and then I went in a slide and then slid again, but then I was able to keep it together after that.
I think you had Lady Luck on your side during this race as well too, because I don't know how many times I was following your car and there was just somebody just completely spinning off or bending it into the fence right in front of you, and you had to take evading action to avoid it. That must have been a bit of a scary moment per se.
Yeah, especially that last one there. Isaac, he was sitting in the track, and then I was like, oh shoot, where do I go? So I had to get on my brakes, and then it kind of screwed me over a little bit. Kind of had to slow down. And then, there was a couple other times, like in the middle of like the tightest corners too, just nowhere to go. And then I was able to somehow get through them.
Yeah, and you had some serious pace up there, great racing. I think your dad would be proud as well. To end up finishing in P10, he actually had a good race as well too. So, but did you use any fast repairs up at all there, Cole?
Yeah, I had to use one. I had to use one towards the end, because of that wheel damage.
Right. Well, congratulations, my friend, there, and get yourself a solid P2 for the Corvette.
Yes.
Anybody out there you'd like to thank?
Yeah, thanks to Larson Esports, my dad for helping me get into this stuff, my mom letting me do this every night, just everybody watching, my grandma, my Grandpa Dan, Grandma D, everybody that watches me, and prayers to the Bush family, as we all know about that tragic accident with Kyle. It just sucks. He was my favorite driver since I was little. I mean, the first race I went to, he won. But yeah, he's been my favorite driver since I was little. So it hit really, really hard whenever I heard about it. I couldn't even race the rest of the day. It took me a couple days to get back on.
All right. Well, be looking down on you. I'm pretty sure to be proud of the solid drive that you've done here, Cole. Welcome back, of course, to motor racing. Of course, I'm pretty sure that all the members we've lost in the racing community just recently, they all be less saying, just keep on racing. Do it for us. Don't give up your passion behind the wheel. Thank you.
Yep. Thank you.
That was the P2 to Cole Larson. And speaking of another driver, Tyler Justice, who had a bit of an up and down yo-yo adventure, didn't you, during this race, my friend?
Yeah, that was something. That was a lot of fighting back for the most part. Ended up pretty decent because where we crashed, all four of us crashed right there. It was about right where the last fuel stop would have needed if we so I was counting back for it. So ended up having to make my stop early, didn't have to make that short stop at the end, so it kind of played out.
That was some fantastic battling, isn't it, when you were right up the front there earlier in this race? And then so many incidents, wasn't it? This is just a couple of the many incidents that you had into the fence there. But I tell you what an absolute recovery drive that you did after all these incidents and accidents and everybody had, and all the fantastic battles, and you just fought your way back up through there in this tricky Detroit circuit.
Yeah, that first one I had to burn a fast repair almost immediately because my wheel was at about 3 o'clock or about 5 o'clock. And then when I did that little nose into the fence, it gave me about 50 seconds of damage, so I held off on using the fast repair until the last stop. I just love street circuits. I mean, there's no room for error, and it is a lot of tight, close racing. And if you do make a mistake, you get punished for it. I hope we see some more on the next schedule, something maybe like Adelaide or St. Petersburg.
Oh yeah.
I really like Adelaide.
I love Adelaide. Yeah.
No, I actually first time I ever seen anything with Adelaide was when they put it on the service. I've seen the supercars and stuff go through there, but actually first time seeing the whole track on the service, that was pretty cool. It ended up being one of my favorites. But yeah, it's just, I like it. I was actually expecting rain because in the practice sessions I was getting throughout the week, I was getting a wet start, but it was dry enough that you had a dry line almost immediately. So, but the Porsche, the last sector, it just understeered like crazy, and might have been the wrong car for the track. It seemed like the front engine cars are able to get around a little bit better, but in the rain, the Porsche is the best. So, ended up making a little bit of a bad car choice, but still ended up pretty decent.
Yeah, I saw you absolutely were following you quite in the late part of this race because you were hunting down Cole Larson. You were pretty much even Stevens after he came out of the pit lane. Yeah, Cole Larson came out, and then all of a sudden you had like 8 temps, and then all of a sudden you got almost 2 seconds on a lap on him, and then all of a sudden you got him down to about a second. Then they were battling it out, and I think even MDW was coming up to lap you guys, but he actually backed off and just thought, okay, you can see he backed off and just let you guys go for it so that you didn't get in the mix. You think of a couple more laps, you might have eventually got Cole?
No. I actually ran out of gas halfway through the last lap. Oh, that's right.
You did too. I forgot completely about that. Yeah, that's why you went slow. Yeah.
Yeah, because my lap predictor says 76 laps, and I think it ended up being 79 or 78.
Right.
And I took 3 laps of fuel extra and ended up burning all that reserve. But I was still been a full tank anyway, so I couldn't have put any more in. So I was right on the limit. And because I saw the laps keep creeping up, I was like, oh, come on, just give me one more. And then when MDW didn't get that white flag lap, I was like, oh no, this isn't. So I ran out, and I was just basically creeping the last half of the lap, and then I ran out in like the final 2 turns and just had to coast across. So
that's right. I remember that. Yeah, because you come across the line, and NASRA MBW's behind you, and he gets the checkered flag, and so you guys are still on that one more lap to fight it out.
Yeah, that was unfortunate, but still got a P3 out of it, so good points, good recovery. Can't be too upset.
Excellent. Well, Tyler Justice, anybody you'd like to thank there in the Porsche?
Yeah, I'd like to thank Lions 3D Designs, Sim Shop, Use Code Bandits, Hillbilly Custom Baits, Cofield Asphalt Refinishing, Prosper Engineering for being the title sponsor of the series, and then you guys over here at NASRA. Dean, I know Wesley's left, but man, I love watching the races back. Y'all do an amazing job. So I can't wait to watch this one back because all the craziness that was going on.
Thank you very much there, Tyler Justice. And looking forward to so final question as well, too. You'll be racing in the Daytona 6 hours?
I hope so. I had planned on it, but when they changed the date from Saturday to Sunday, my teammate, he can't really do Sundays, but he's trying to figure out a way to get to do Sundays. With the time being bumped up, helped him out. But he said it's real hard to get in the rig on Sundays. So hopefully, if he can, I can find somebody else on the team that wants to do it. Love the Daytona road course, and can't wait to do that event, hopefully.
All right. Well, if you're listening out there, put your hands, reach out there to Tyler there if you're looking for a teammate. Tyler's looking for somebody to help race there. So thank you very much, Tyler.
Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all.
So that'll be it for our race here this evening. Unfortunately, as I said, Wesley has storms had kicked in and he's had cut his electricity off. So that will be it. Congratulations to another race win for MGW. And to the rest of the drivers, of course, that managed to end up finishing this race. Even with all the damage, points are points. Will make a big difference going into the next race of the season, which we'll be showing you up on the screen now. For endurance, we're going to be flicking it over to the Canadian Tire Motorsport Park in round 11. Then we go to the Glen Legata Seca, and then we go over to Europe there for Spa in Red Bull for that towing company, King of European Races. Head back over to the States there. We go Circuit of the Americas, Long Beach, and then the Daytona Road Course. But, of course, speaking of Daytona Road Courses, you want to go to that one a little bit earlier. And, naturally, we have these 6 hours of Daytona this weekend. So, still positions that are up for grabs there. Teams, GDPs, LMP2s, Seymour LMP2s that Joshua Suss had mentioned as well, too. We've got big classes there of GT3s. Thank you very much, everybody. And thank you for the NASRA 360 team behind the scenes. And thank you very much, Joshua Suss. And hopefully Joshua Suss will be on the mend. Get well soon too, Josh. He managed to finishing this race tonight too. So big cahoots to Joshua finishing P6. That's it for everybody. Myself, Dean Biggles-Hopton, and Wesley Outland and all the NASRA 360 crew. Thank you very much. Take care and be safe.